Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, how's my sister from another mister?
Oh, we are fine. My brother with another from another mother. I said with another mother, child.
It's all good. It's all good. It's a Thursday morning.
I know. I sure missed you on Thursday. I tell you that much. The energy was so good. I told you that the alarms went off in the house.
Yes, you told me that. Yes.
The fire alarms went
You,
off in the
you shook
house.
the house down.
I
Seriously shook the house down.
child. You didn't know. You didn't know. It was good
Absolutely. Good
energy.
morning,
Good energy.
Star. Nice to see you
Star
in.
is in the building. Hello, love.
Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Pam, how are you?
Hey,
How are
Pam.
those feet, Pam? Taking care of your health, hopefully. Hopefully.
Yes.
Soon enough, she should be back to work and back to dancing and whatever else.
Yes. Yes. I
Yes.
saw she had posted up saying something about it. Was go did she post up? No, I think that was your sister that posted something up saying she was um dealing with something like an emergency or something.
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention. Sometimes I get it, and then it kind of go. I read so many things. It's like,
Yeah.
so Lord have mercy. That sounds terrible,
Yes.
but it really does. I see so much. It's crazy. So,
You're right. Hey Jojo. Hey D.
Mm. But I did see
Finally.
The Pam and Toby Keith thing. Pam, was that actually Toby Keith, or was that a Toby Keith cutout? Because
Right,
it
because
was on my phone.
that
I couldn't tell.
was funny.
Yes,
It was
I was like,
oh
all
my god.
right.
And then somebody else put up on for Toby Keith said that the great thing that happened was for Black History Month was
Oh, I
for
saw that.
I said, "Oh my gosh, y'all.
That's
Why
kind of cold. Yeah, that was kind of
that
cold.
was cold cold." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Yes, yes. It's interesting. I loved Toby Keith, and I was a big fan. And when that song, "Who's That Man Running? Who's That Man?" Right, what came out.
Mhm.
That song was for some reason, it really cut deep with me. And at one point, my mom and dad had separated when I was young, very young,
Mm.
and they separated for about 6 months. And when that song played, I visualized because my mom took the kids and left our house, so it was kind of a little bit opposite of the song. But anyway, but it was we were in another place, another city, another town, whatever. And then I remember my dad coming to visit, and he didn't visit often, but when he visited, and then I heard that song, and I thought, this is the first time because I was angry with him, right,
Mhm.
for a long time about the relationship and about the separation and all that stuff.
Of
And
course.
when I heard that song, it's the first time it really put it in perspective from his eyes for
Mhm.
me. Even though I
Mhm.
should have done it, I was too young and my mind was only looking at what I'd seen and how it developed and so forth. So
Mhm.
when that song came out and I saw it through his eyes for the first time, thinking about how uncomfortable it would be to go to another house with your family, to see
Mhm.
your family, to see the family that's
Right.
functioning without you.
Right.
And so to this day, when I hear that song, it still comes through. And my dad, of course, has long since gone. He's passed about 4 to 5 years ago.
Mhm.
And but to this day, every time I hear that song, my dad comes into my mind, and I'm thinking how interesting it was if I was capable at the time to have put myself in his shoes. But as a kid, not that it's an excuse, but as a kid, I wasn't in anybody's shoes but my own. You're muted, my dear.
As a kid. Yeah, as a kid, you're not worried about all that stuff.
Yeah, nope, you're not worried about it. So that
You and
song
your feelings,
really,
and that's it.
yeah, that song really pierces when I hear it. And I saw him live and so forth. But when all the stuff with the after the Dixie Chicks and all that mess and how he, and all, I'm like, dude, come on,
Right.
enjoy the music and make it about the music and stuff. And so
Right.
I kind of lost a
Right.
a little, a little love for him. So it is what it is. So it's good though. But and
Yeah.
also when he went to Willie's party and did some of the things he did, and it's like, come on, there's just places and times for it. But Willie
That
Nelson's
is for
birthday
sure.
party, really? Come on. So, but no, I'm
Let me
still,
tell you, if Willie Nelson invited me to his birthday party, I need to get myself together because I know. Should I wear a whole mask or a whole gas mask? What should I do? But I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna intake everything in.
And you will leave happier because
Yes,
that
yes.
guy.
I wouldn't even worry about walking. I don't need
Exactly.
to walk. Just let me float out.
Yeah, and you would because Willie, yeah, Willie, I love it. And I don't, it's like as you know, I'm not that smell just doesn't work for me. But
Yeah,
man, if I was invited, I'd be there and I would probably even
yeah.
partake just because Willie
Yes,
was there.
just
It's like,
because.
because
Just because.
yeah,
Even
good
if
old Willie.
Snoop was to invite, I would be like,
Oh yeah, I'm
yeah,
coming. I'm coming.
great. Can we do this in liquid form though?
Exactly.
I don't mind drinking it, but or eating it, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be smoked out here.
Yeah.
I'll
Hopefully,
still
if we go to Snoop's though, Martha will have come and made the food.
Yes, Martha would be there. Martha would be there.
And something tells me Martha
She gets down.
partakes. She partakes.
Yes. Her and Snoop are like this. You
They are
can't
very close.
tell. No. No, I loved their show. I made sure, I
Yeah.
don't watch much TV, but that was the show I wanted to make sure I watched all the time.
Yeah.
Because the two of them is something else. And Martha is more gangster than Snoop even said it. She's
Yeah.
more gangster than he is. So,
Yeah.
you
Hey,
know.
she's got street cred. She has
She
prison
got
time.
the strongest street cred. Yeah. Because Snoop, he didn't ever go to prison,
I don't
right? He
think
went
so.
to
No.
jail.
Mm.
Right. So when they did like a question thing,
Yeah.
and it said, you know how they do the little games or whatever, and while they eating,
Mm-hmm.
and said, who's on this stage has been to prison?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was saying, Snoop. Snoop said, no, I've never been to prison. I've been to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And then Martha said, I've been to prison.
Exactly.
You go, Martha, with your gangster self. Who gonna
She'll
check
cut you.
you?
She'll cut you, and she brings the knives.
What? And then bake you a cake right when here. Hold that, wrap it up, hold it as I go get you this cake.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh!
she's supposed to be down, I think, in Miami. They doing that food festival thing with
Mm-hmm.
all the chefs that's
Oh
coming
really?
in.
Oh nice.
Yeah, it's like I think it's in March or April, and it's
Mm-hmm.
huge. It's like a 3-day weekend thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like all the chefs that be on Food Network,
Yeah.
all the chefs
Yeah.
that you can think of, they will be there.
Yeah. It's so funny about perception and what people think because of
Oh yeah.
their prejudices, which they believe they don't have, which we all do have
Mm-hmm.
prejudices. We just sometimes, it's the way in which we deal with them. It's like, you know what? Yeah, we do have that. Let's get over this. And
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting. It rang a bell for me. And I told Michael, my son, as you know, is both is half Latino, half Caucasian. And
Mm-hmm.
he and his business partner, he has two business partners who created this business together, and they do window washing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of their businesses. They have a few businesses, but that's one of them. So to drum up work after the big rains that came, they went around and they started knocking on doors to say, hey, we do window washing. We have a good price and we're local and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Very laudable for 19-year-olds who are going through school and whatever else. Two of them are at ASU, and
Mm-hmm.
Michael isn't. But they're saying knocking on the doors. This is trying to create a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of them is about 6'4" and about 300 plus pounds because he's a linebacker. He's a true
Oh.
linebacker for ASU, so he's a big boy, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has dark hair. He's Greek. Michael, biracial, and his other friend also biracial, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other one is I think Palestinian and something else. Anyway, a Palestinian and Latino.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're knocking on the doors. All of a sudden, this neighborhood app, one of the people get on there, there's these people that came to the door. They look suspicious and they're saying this, but I think they're casing the joint to rip it off and whatever. And then some of the other folks in this, because we have like 900 houses in the neighborhood, but
Mm-hmm.
we have subgroups. And so ours is we're a gate behind a gate. We're like, but there's some communities and they were in the regular community part. And so they're, and they're like, oh, well, we called the police because we think they're casing the joint to rob. And
Well, first off, how would they get in there if that was the case?
exactly. And he even told him, he said, because somebody asked, and he said, well, I'm a friend of one of the people that live here. And it's like, well, we don't believe that because of whatever. And he's like, I mean, it was interesting, some of the responses for a few of the neighbors, right? Just a few. But then they went on social media. Then they said it turned in from that to, oh, there's a group of crime tourists that are living in the wash and they're just waiting to break in. I mean, they've been watching all of this damn crazy stuff on the TV for certain social media pages and certain TV stations and news stations, and they think the world is coming at them, and they're sitting behind a gated freaking community in
Yeah.
a part of a part of Arizona where it's like, really, and yet, because not because of what they're doing necessarily, but because of
Of course.
yes, and when you read the post, it's amazing. When you read the post, oh, we're worried because people can't do this, and and they look suspicious, and they're big and whatever, and they got into the physical, and it's like, okay, yeah, showing yourself, aren't you? Showing yourself. So finally, somebody jumped in and said, wait a minute. Because what happened is the boys called me and they said, can you believe this? And I said, I can. I've been trying to tell you guys, you live in this freaking world that you created in your head, thinking that somehow that everybody sees you as whatever. And there are people who will not see you
Yeah.
because of who you are. They'll see you because of what you appear to be.
What you look like.
And these boys were well dressed. They went well dressed. They went whatever, right? Anyway, so this one guy was like, and so they posted again about all, and I said, it's interesting. They have a friend who is blonde hair, blue eyes, 5'7", nice build, communicates well, and so forth. I said, it'd be interesting to see that little kid go to the same doors or other doors and get zero reaction. I guarantee they get zero reaction. But because of these boys and because of the way they looked, instantly they were criminals. And I said, don't forget where you live. Don't forget where you live, and don't forget that when you think you live in this isolated world because of your friends and how they see you, guess what? Our communities,
the rest of the world sees you
exactly.
different.
I said, be alert. Always be aware. It was an opening, an eye opening for them, and
Oh
not so
yeah,
much
but
for me.
especially it's already crazy enough what people have this thing in their head of when this is old school. You go knock on someone's door and
Yeah.
ask for their business. This is old school work here.
Yeah.
This is leg work here.
Yeah.
And
and to have
it's
the dedication to do it, it's like, really? I mean,
right.
come on. This is dedication to getting a business started. If we tell our kids nothing else, is that we can live the American dream, we can build a business and we can make it happen. And then when they do it, you tell them, oh, you must be trying to case the freaking joint.
You're gonna try to rob us. You're gonna try to kill us. You living in the wash. Now, I look this clean to live in the wash.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm in a. How do you think I got into this gate, into this community? Either I live here already, or I'm friends of someone in here. Because technically, the people that's at the gate is not gonna let people in if you don't already have an appointment. One, so you should question your gate people instead of questioning people. That's doing the job, because this will be common sense. First off, wait, you got to live here.
Yeah.
Okay. Like in our neighborhood, we have a bunch of teenagers that come and do work off there when they're not in school.
Yeah.
Right. They do landscaping. They do whatever you want them to do for that extra money.
Exactly.
Now, this is a gated community, but we know you can't just get in. Because it's another gate that stops you from getting in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So you have to be from this community. Why would I prejudge someone? Now, the only times when we get a little crazy is when we get calls from the gate people saying, oh, someone is here and with your address. We're like, well, we didn't have asked for that service. That means they got the address wrong.
Exactly.
Or something may be shady, but either way, you had to call us to ask us to get in. And that's
our gate guards do the same thing. Absolutely. They always call us. If we're not on the list, if they're not on the list, they call us and say, are these people? I mean, we all know this. We benefit from this.
Right. Right.
So, I just said, you know what? I'm glad. And the way I'm glad it happened, because it reminds you guys that what I tell you is that when you get out in this world, even when you think you live in an insulated, very, very colorblind society where we are, no. there are still
Bull
folks out
crap.
there who will see you for what you appear to be versus. And it's funny because these boys, again, they're all educated, they speak well, they
Mm-hmm.
present well, they were dressed and clean and whatever, and yet still, guess what?
Still, don't
Even
matter.
yeah, and so if you're thinking these people came across the border to attack us, do you think their English is as spot on? I mean, you think
First off,
and
do
they're
you think they bypassed all these other neighborhoods just to come in this neighborhood? Did you think they jumped the fence? Do
yeah,
you
and we're at
think
the
that?
end, and you know where we are. We're at the end of
Yes.
the world. We are like
In.
the last place, and
Yes.
so it's like it was really it ticked me off. It was something else, but it was
Of
good
course.
because finally somebody did join in, and they because the boys called me and they told what to do, and I said they said should we call the police and tell the police we're not criminals? I said no because you aren't criminals. Why would you do that? And I said no, and I said what they should do is with the one boy they got his license plate. They were going to show the license plate and whatever. And I'm like, because they have your license plate and information, you should go up and tell them who you are and explain, just say, hey, look, I was an invitee to this neighborhood. One of the people in our group is somebody in the neighborhood. This is us.
Mm-hmm.
We are your neighbors. And we
Mm-hmm.
are here trying to just pay our way through school and start a new business. And so he
Right.
did. And then finally, thank goodness, some people with reason decided on the response on the thing saying, everybody else should be ashamed of themselves. This
Yeah.
kid's trying to help himself and you're trying to do this. You can see the dwindling of that kind of
Of
thing.
course.
But man, it's showed a spotlight on I'm just like, boys,
It's
I'm telling you,
terrible. It is
it's terrible.
so terrible. You literally, even if you advertise yourself for the community and get on to whatever the community site is and
Mhm.
say, listen, we live in here or I live in here. I'm starting a business. Me and my friends, we're going to be going door to door asking blah, blah, blah. Here's my number. Bam. And even take a picture of what y'all
Mhm.
look like. They still will give you lip. They still
Yeah.
will judge you. And it's crazy. It's the perception. It's
Yeah.
literally all of that. And it's sad. It
Yep.
is truly sad.
Well, I have the three of them, and the one is blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever else, and the other
Mm-hmm.
one again, Michael is biracial, and
Mm-hmm.
and a tall, handsome, whatever. But sometimes I watch the way in which people react with them, and I'm thinking, part of it is again they're different personalities, but I
Yes.
just watch the instant reaction before they even get to know them. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
and so I mean, I don't like to make a mountain out of a molehill, but to me this was not a molehill, this was a mountain. When I saw
No,
these
this is
people
what it is.
cramming this, I was because people sent this stuff to me and said, can you see what this, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what, I could go in my daddy mode and go absolutely ballistic and crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was much better for the boys
They had to
to
learn.
to step up and say, hey, this is me. And in so
Mm-hmm.
doing, they just made these people look small and shallow. And I
Yeah.
thought, you know what, these people needed to look small and shallow because
But you
what
know
they
what?
did was not right.
They did it to themselves.
They did it exactly.
They did it to
Yep.
themselves. Listen, I don't mind having you look stupid your own
Yeah.
self. You
Yep.
do that. I don't
Yeah.
got to do anything.
Exactly. We just call it out. We just turn the mirror. Turn the mirror. Look at that. Look at that.
Right. Let me just turn right here. Let's see what you
Exactly.
see.
Yeah.
Like how do you feel now? Do you feel like you is this big or you still feeling however, it don't
Exactly.
bother me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because this is what happens to us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That whole perception. We can walk in a bank, bam. We can go into some place, bam. We instantly get treated differently just because of the way we look. We can be dressed to the nine, honey.
And usually you are.
Yeah, that is for
You
sure.
don't go out the door without being. I know you
No,
run off.
no, no, I do not.
This does
One
not go
thing
out the
my
door unless it is shining.
Yes, one thing my great grandmother told me, she said, I don't care if you're taking the trash out to the yard, to the end of the street. You never know who's going to stop.
Mm.
Now, you make sure you are well put together. Yes, great grandma. And then
Mm.
being around my grandparents and being around that, older people, that was not the case.
Yep.
Jeans and all of that. Hey, you can dress that up. But boy, I was ready to wear pants at church. I tell you that much. When they said you could come as you are, thank you. Thank you. Because I am tired of wearing these pantyhose. I keep getting them with a hole in them, honey. And you got to put the fingernail polish at the bottom of the hole so it won't spread. No, I'm done.
Rivera's the same way. He is determined that
Oh yes.
when he leaves the door, it's all, and you can see him get a little fussy when some of our kids think that they shouldn't, and he's like, no, we're not
No,
doing that. We're
no,
not doing that.
no.
You need to, like if a wrinkled shirt, go.
That is one of my pet peeves. But this one over here will pull one of them shirts. I'm like, so you just didn't feel like ironing? You could have even asked me, but you just gonna go ahead and put it on, right? Okay, fine.
I don't care. I don't care what they say. I'm like, well,
Right.
we do.
That's exactly. I'm like, I do, damn it. I don't want to be with wrinkle head. I want to be with straight.
Exactly. Crazy. Well, everybody,
Yeah.
welcome in. Sorry, we've had a long conversation here. We got, when Shawna and I get together, we get sidetracked. Sorry.
Yeah. No. This is how Thursdays roll. Y'all should know the routine. Okay.
Well, welcome in, Katie, Alexa,
Yes.
Cassie, Shawna Skinner.
Shawna.
Welcome, Shawna. I'm sorry. Warren, welcome in, Warren. Welcome in, Jeanette. Welcome in, Matthew. And Kelly Dix, welcome in as well.
Yes.
Billy Taylor, Wendy Yates. Good morning, Miss Wendy. Nice to see you in.
Yes.
Welcome
Wendy.
in. Let's see who else is here. Cheyenne.
It's
nice to see you in.
pronounced KC.
Which one?
You said, who did you say was Springs?
I don't know. I'm talking. I don't know. Well, you mean when I get talking, I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes.
Listen, she checked me last week.
Oh, Casey,
so
you're right.
I'm on it now.
So it's not Cassie. You're right. It's Casey.
I said the same thing last week. She said it's pronounced KC. Yep, with the neck roll and everything. I felt all of that.
Good morning, Rowena. Good morning, Angie. Nice to see you in this morning.
Yes.
We had a great show last night, Angie. Good energy last night for sure.
Angie, I wanted to say, you look bomb.com. I don't know what your secret is, hunty, but please share it, okay?
Because she was beside me.
But that glow was probably because she was beside you, honey. That is for sure.
There you go. See, it works for you too. See, there you go. You can all thank me for that. Everybody can thank me.
On this side. On this side. I had to put on a little bit of powder because I was looking at my old live, the lives before. I said, damn, I'm shiny as hell with all these lights. I said, oh, no. We can't be everything with shiny. The only thing you get today is the nose. So.
There's some good glow and there's bad glow. This was not
right. Right. I don't want to look like a brand new penny, honey. I do not want to be that shiny. But it's the lights. It's the lights that bring it out,
Absolutely. And then we noticed you're not outside anymore in the fresh.
No, because they are doing something in the back, and I don't want to be interrupted.
I hear you. And the garden people who come in, the yard people that happen at the same time. Yes. And then
every now and then I may do it, but that means I got to pack up everything that I already got set up and then move it to outside. So,
exactly. No, I get that.
We permanent right now. Right now until we get a guest. We get a guest, I put my stuff up.
There you go. And welcome in Bonnie, Calling All Angels, and Mars.
Yes.
And Shelton, Justang, Varying Redbeard. Victor's going live tomorrow with Julie.
Awesome.
Yes. And Pam Franks, Rachel McCants, Billy Taylor, Star, D. La Riviere. Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't destroy it too much. Sorry, but if I did.
Lord.
Hey, JoJo, welcome in. I think we got them everyone up to a point.
Because I am not saying hardly anybody's name because y'all checked the hell out of me on Thursday. Yeah. Nope.
I hear you. Hey, Michelle.
And it was a strong check. It was.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I said, oh.
You're like, Don, come back on, deal with this.
I was like, Don, you can't just sneak on like at any point. Just come on in.
And while we're coming on in, folks, remember, this is a new year, a new time, a new energy. And while you're dealing with your new year, your time and your energy, I know we're in February, but guess what? We have 10 months in front of us, plus this one. So while you're doing things to make sure you're making this year right, one thing you may want to do is get Miss Shawna's big old planner. There we go. This is her astrology planner, Astro 2020-24, and I will shut up and have Miss Shawna tell you about it her very self.
Yes, 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 yes. Do you have the QR code so you can just go straight to the link
I
as
will
well?
indeed. Yes, indeed.
This 2024 planner is bomb.com. This was co-created with Spirit Child. All I had to do was do the typing. Do the typing, and this was it being led. But this also is a planner that holds you accountable. Holds you accountable of listen, I was using it this morning. I use it every day. The physical ones, the physical copies are coming out very soon. I am super duper happy. You got a glimpse of it already. And so that's what I told you I was picky about the binding, y'all. But it's bomb.com. You won't be disappointed whatsoever. You can do a digital copy for right now if you don't want to wait for the physical copy. The digital copy is only $20 and you can have it on your own thing, on your own stuff, and you can print it out yourself.
And
Or
it arrives immediately.
yes, you get it instantly, right then and there. And but the physical ones, if you're like me, I like to have some some paper and I like to write it down. And it's going to be coming out very, very. When I say very, I mean very, very soon here, and I'm super duper excited about this. This is a long time coming project, and bam, it is here. It has the astrology of the different events of what's happening for the month. It also has the descriptions. It also has questions that helps dive deeper in for the month. It has, your work, your weekly goals and things like that. It even tells you what crystals to work with for the week or for the month period. Okay. And then having a part where you're reflecting over the month. So the digital download is only $20 if you want it right now. If you want to wait for that physical copy, hold your horses because it's coming. Hold your horses. Okay. And for future things, I am working on something. I told y'all this year, y'all was going to get a lot more of me and a lot more of Dawn and a lot more of people in our group. So, I am working on another project here, and I really feel like it is going to be bomb.com too. Uh, it was a great response from the vision board workshop we had on 111 in January. So was it 111? No, we started at 1111.
I love it. Time wise.
Yeah. But this is a continuation from the workshop, um, the vision board workshop.
And
Oh, that
Sean,
was that.
explain this page so people understand that.
Okay. So the calendar itself has, okay, so I just didn't put in regular holiday stuff. Okay. This is astrology. This is all based off of astrology events that's happening on the day and the month, the day of the month. Okay. And this does the symbols, it has the description, and it also has what this energy is about, what it's bringing in, so you can embrace it, so you can work with the energy, and it doesn't blindside you when something happens, or like, oh shoot, Mercury retrograde is right around the corner. Bam, let me get myself prepared for it. This is getting you all the way together of what's to come. The questions are journal questions. It's also breaking things down to help dive deep into your inner self here. Okay.
And this is
So
important because sometimes these are questions you wouldn't answer, you wouldn't ask yourself, or sometimes it makes you go places you don't really want to go, but you need to
yes,
go. And so this opens up a dialogue with yourself. This is the best part
yes.
because this is your thoughts, yourself for you. And so it helps you to trigger and maybe to move yourself forward in areas that you didn't even think were blocked, which is wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And then you have
And it gives you the crystals. It gives you the crystals for the month to work with, especially for January, but each one. And it also gives you explanation of what that crystal is for. It gives you
Exactly.
like what the properties are about and everything. Excuse me. It holds yourself accountable for the week. I love this. I really, really do. I love everything about it. It's just, hey, I'm already jotting stuff down, gets you prepared for the next week. And it just really, like I said, holds your own self accountable for, and this is not something where you're like, oh dang, I didn't get something done on this day. It's okay. You have the next day, you have whatever to get her done. And then there's a nice reflection for the month. What did this month do for you? What did this month was about for you? And
And the other
what
thing is
happened?
the open issues, the things that you need to bring forward with you because you didn't get them
Mhm.
done, but maybe you had gotten them to this point. So this is a good way to analyze what you've accomplished, what still needs
Yes.
work, and then what we're carrying forward or what doesn't need to come forward because it's not as important as something else. This is a good way to just, again, it gives you closure for the month and then allows you to go into the next month with opportunities that are afforded to you based on things that may not have gotten completed, or it brings into light things that need to now be taken care of because of what you completed. Sometimes when we close one door, we open another. And this will
Absolutely.
help you to do that transition and then back to, again, the February calendar with all the events. And so
Hmm.
I'm telling you, folks, this definitely is a tool that is so
Yes.
worth using.
Yes. I'm
And
promoting the heck out of it until December. So I
absolutely.
will talk about this all the time, child.
Yeah,
All the
and
time.
for good reasons. And
Yeah.
and and
Child. They've been coming on
exactly.
in.
And for Chalisa, who joined us in trying to DM people, Chalisa,
Oh, boy.
baby, this one's
Resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
in other words,
Hush.
be gone. You have no power here.
Be gone.
I need to do that one. I need to get that one on
Yes.
the thing. So this is sorry, didn't mean to put it up there because the last thing I want to do is give them any attention. But folks, don't
Right.
fall for this. Don't fall for this. These people are malicious and they want your credit
Yes.
card information so they can mess up your life. So don't fall for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, do not.
Yeah,
We do not
absolutely.
solicit. If you get any messages from us, it ain't from us.
Exactly.
The only way you'll get a message from us is if you reached out to us first. Okay.
Exactly.
A lot of
Yep.
times, if we are promoting an event, you know how they hit the invites and all of that. They're not gonna do an event. They're gonna want you to DM them, and they're gonna want you to purchase a session and all of this. No,
Mhm.
no, 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 no. If you want a personal session with us, our information is down below. You
Yep.
can, um, connect with us there. Okay.
Exactly. And believe me, they're getting much better
Oh
at
yeah.
coming at you, making it look real like us. The other day, somebody sent me somebody that was my name, complete my name as it writes,
Yes.
and with everything else on it. But what happened thank goodness somebody saw it. They reported to Facebook. Facebook took it down quickly. But it was my whole page, except you can always tell because there's only one or two posts. If you
Yes.
know me, you know I don't one or two posts. I have
Yes.
an extensive history of posts.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
when I get a friend request. Sometimes if I know them, I click on that thing to take it to their page because I want to see their profile. I don't click
Mm-hmm.
on, and I don't invite them as friend, but I do click on the profile because I want to see the profile. And the first thing I look for are there 2 or 3 posts. If there are a bunch of posts, then I know that they are real. But so
Yes.
often they're only 2 or 3 posts, like they
That's
and
it.
I'm like, yep, no, we know that. I just got
Yeah.
one. I showed Shawna today. My mother-in-law today. I got one from my mother-in-law. I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
I'm already a friend. What? And I'm like, okay. I looked, and there's 2 posts, and each of the posts are identical. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's the same thing. But yet it's her picture, her image, everything. And they've
Mm-hmm.
done that with my personal page. They did it with Angie's page, and they actually put Angie's son's pictures on the page and everything the way Angie had them. I
Oh
mean,
my
it was
gosh.
like terrible. And so everybody was hitting that button, report, 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 report,
Oh
report.
yeah.
So,
Oh
and
yeah.
folks, believe me, you can report them as well as us. So don't hesitate to do it. We
Yes.
would appreciate it.
Report them. We appreciate it too. Now, how
Absolutely,
far it will
positively.
go? Even also, I want to give a disclaimer as well. When you get a message from Facebook, okay, and this message says your account is about to be deactivated and
Oh
all of
God,
this,
yeah.
don't fall for it. Okay, do not fall for it. it's not Facebook. Facebook won't ever message you. Facebook will email you, okay,
Mhm.
if there's a problem. But Facebook won't ever go to Messenger and type stuff in, okay? What they do is they say, "Oh, your account is about to be deactivated due to um inappropriate something," right? And it's not that. It's not them. It's not them. They just want your information. They just want it. Don't give it to them. All right.
Super,
So
super.
I wanted to, because I got tricked into that. It looked real and everything, but it was the old school Facebook.
Yeah.
It was the old school way. And I was like, okay. And then it was from a page that I don't even use anymore when I was doing nails and hair and all of that
Oh,
stuff. And
nice.
that's how I was like, wait, well, you can deactivate the shit. I don't care. You know, like, deactivate. I don't even use that thing no more, you know? But then I was like, well, then it went to Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot and Goddess Power boutique. And I'm like, no. Let's see what's up. So I did whatever that they asked for, a little fake ID. I put a little fake ID thing up there. And then next time I know it, I go back and check. It's deleted. The whole account is gone.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yep. I hear you. I hear you. And I've got a lot of domains and a lot of things, but it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I try keeping
Yeah.
track, and sometimes it's frustrating. So I know how it can. When you're quickly going through things, you
Mm-hmm.
can it's just like automatic hit, and you're like, oh no, I can't believe I did that.
Right.
So we don't hold it against anybody that does that, because we've all hit the wrong thing from time to time. But just know that don't go off the edge and feel like just don't give them any attention. No attention. You know.
Don't. Because it will delete. It will say Facebook user gone.
Exactly. And the only other thing that happens is Facebook does from time to time, and YouTube, well, no, Facebook mostly, because YouTube doesn't really have this problem, thank God, but Facebook does. And so Facebook will pop up something to people and say, you may want to look at this because it's similar to that. Now, if Facebook does that, and that I have had people ask me about that, they're like, hey, you just popped up on this thing that says Facebook wants you to look at something similar. Well, that truly is Facebook, because Facebook does that. If you like this, then this is similar. That's one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that they do. And so again, I don't tell Facebook to do that, but Facebook
Mm-hmm.
does it because they try to get clicks. They try to get you to look at other
Mm-hmm.
things. And so
Mm-hmm.
when Facebook does that and it says, hey, when you saw this, this is similar if you're
Mm-hmm.
interested, and my name and face pops up, that usually is Facebook. But again, that's
Yeah.
not me initiating that. That's Facebook trying to get more people to look at their product, or
Yeah.
look at, the system, which is when we put stuff out there, it's free at that point for them to do it.
Right. Right.
That's part
Angie
of
said something good about she's getting emails from people trying to reset her Facebook password. I got the same thing. The crazy thing about it is, that that's not you. That you're not signing in. And I had got that same message. I was like, oh, you try to get me, but you can't. You didn't.
Yeah.
Because you haven't signed in somewhere else, especially in a different country, you
Hmm.
know. So I have an extra protection on my Facebook account anyway. So
Hmm.
anything that has been questioned about my account, it has to come through me anyway.
Yeah.
So I have that, what is it, that two-way verification thing or whatever it is. It's just an extra protection,
Hmm.
because they will try you, honey. They will definitely try you.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
don't get caught, um, falling for that crap.
Yeah. And I love it when Facebook does. They usually click, and also one other place does it too. They'll say, if this is not you, do nothing.
Yeah.
If this is not you, then do nothing and you are protected. But you have to respond in a certain number of days to make sure that this follows through. And so
Right.
I love the fact that I don't have to do anything, but I love the fact that I know that they're making me aware that it is a possibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
and the crazy thing about it is, when they try to do that Facebook, your password and all of that, what that is you're opening the door up for them to come in and take all your stuff.
oh yeah.
So if you haven't requested or changed your password, don't worry about it. because it's somebody else that's trying to tap
Exactly.
in and hack your page.
Yeah.
Okay, I got too much information. I got too much stuff to start all over on my damn pages. Okay, so
Oh Lord have
no,
mercy.
no, no.
And believe me, the internet is a history. It holds all that information out there. So you
Yeah.
think that it's one and done? No, it sits out there in the ether. Believe me, Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
So
But I have the sick kid distractions when the mama is. Huh, Linda?
I don't know what,
I don't know.
Linda, your question kicked off.
Cut off.
Yeah, cut off. Also, folks, as you see, we are pushing the Facebook channels. The reason why, first of all, is the frustration we get with Facebook. Not that we hate Facebook, but Facebook can be very difficult to work with when it comes to these kind of things and so forth. But also because YouTube is again, it just, if you haven't seen YouTube yet, to me, it's like it is my university. Anytime I need to figure something out, I go to YouTube and I type in a thing and a video pops up. And of course, every video is going to be created by its creator, and therefore you take it on the face value that it is. But I can tell you that the cool part about YouTube, it's like my university. If I need to reprogram my remotes in my car, I go to YouTube, and YouTube shows you a video how to do it, and not a Google that says do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. I'm like watching somebody do it, which is nice. Or when my dryer started going boom, 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 and it said, okay, you need to replace this belt. Well, guess what? I was afraid, but guess what? When I watched the video, I'm like, I can do this, and then I did it. So it is a great resource, in my opinion. But more importantly, we are trying to grow the YouTube channels, and so that's why you will see me post both Shawna's and mine and Angie's and Bonnie's and Julie's and Susan's YouTube pages up from time to time. Even if you're on Facebook and you want to still use Facebook, do me a favor, go to YouTube, if only to set up the channels for us. We would appreciate it. The good thing about YouTube, when you set it up as the channel for us, connecting us and subscribing, you have to subscribe, otherwise it doesn't work. But once you subscribe, if you make sure the notifications are set, every time we go live or every time we upload something, you'll get noticed. Now, the good part is you'll just get a notice and it'll say, hey, they're live. Do you want to go? And if you say, yeah, you click the button. If not, then you ignore it and it goes away and no problem. So again, it doesn't really interrupt you in any way. It just lets you know that, hey, these guys are live, and you don't have to worry about watching for us to do that. So I would appreciate if everybody here who has not set up a YouTube channel would go over there and do that. And again, this is my subscription. And in a minute, I'll switch back over to Shawna's. And then I'll also post Angie's and Bonnie's and Julie's. So you can, if you want to subscribe to their channels, you can easily find them too. Okay. And and this is like a major push recently, partially because I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers over there, and that's kind of my goal, and I'd really like to get that done. But also because, again, it's such a more secure channel, and we don't get all the chatter that we get otherwise from the grief from the trolls. So there you go. And I use that T word, and we'll probably wind up getting more now. I try to avoid that word because sometimes it means it. So Linda finished. I was complaining because my sick grandson wants me to do everything for him, even though his mother is here.
Oh Lord!
Throwing shade, Miss Linda. Oh my goodness! Oh, she puts it right out there too. I love that.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, she's like, "This is what it is. This is Mama."
Absolutely.
No bio, we do not love readings. We do not even love
Bonnie does.
Readings. Exactly, and I will.
Matter of fact.
Perfect opportunity, perfect intro. Let me put it up here right now. Bao Mai. If you listen to what I just said and you clicked it to my channel, you then go to this one as well. Bonnie loves readings. She loves readings.
She loves love readings.
Oh my gosh, she lives for love readings. So this
so
is
much so that she got them up, honey. She got them up. Yes. They are posted up, and she's running a special.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. There is a special for a 3-card draw for $20 for private reading.
$20
Yes,
for
which is cheap.
love, honey.
Yes, yes.
Wednesday for love reasons. Julie said it great. Y'all check out Wednesday morning with
Yep.
Love Riot Warriors and Calling on Angels 1111. Honey, you got all the love readings out there you want.
Absolutely.
Ask
And
your questions.
And while you are connecting to channels, this is Julie's, who we just talked about. Julie is with Bonnie on Wednesdays, and they do all the love readings, and they get bombarded with them. So join the channel early. Make sure you get on the early, and the best way to do it is subscribe to the channel,
Subscribe.
and you'll get that notice. And if you subscribe to both channels, you get 2 notices at once. It's like nice.
At the same time.
Absolutely. But by doing Julie, the good part with Julie is on 3 times a week. I'm on 2 times a week. Shawna's on 2 times a week. Julie's on 3. So she's on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Friday, and with 3 different people. So you get a variety of readings. But so again, Julie is definitely somebody to please add to your subscription list.
Absolutely.
You know how much subscriptions cost, Shawna? You know how much YouTube channels cost? Exactly. It costs y'all 0, and yet there's so much information. So give it a thought. Give it a thought. And you can stay on Facebook. You can even connect with us on Facebook always.
Yes.
Just do the YouTube channel, just to subscribe. I would truly appreciate it.
We will all appreciate it. I'm trucking along. You know that game where you're like right almost there at the finish line, and I'm like, chicka, 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 chicka. I'm coming. With my
I feel like it's shoots and ladders for me, because I'll chug, and then I'll see a drop off, and I'm like, what the heck? Because what happens is YouTube goes over now and then, they go through and they get rid of the bots, and some of the bots to get in there, which again I like about YouTube because they clean it up. But I'm like, wait a minute, YouTube, let me get some more bots first over 1,000 and then clean it up.
Then clean it up. Then do the cleanup.
Exactly. Let me bot my way if necessary.
Yes.
This is Angie. Angie and I are on Wednesday nights together, and also she is on Sundays as well. And then, of course, this is my dear goddess herself, the naturally divine goddess, Miss Shawna.
Yes. You see that? That was looking to the bright ass light in my face.
Vogue, 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 vogue. Oh my goodness. People are going to fire us because they need some readings here. Lord have mercy. Sorry, folks. We do chat a little bit here, as we can tell you.
Y'all should know how Thursday goes, huh? Even Mondays.
Exactly. And one more thing is that when you want to get readings from Miss Shawna, remember, today is the day to do the readings, because she has converted her Monday tea times to having a conversation and topic. And so make sure that you come in on Thursdays, because this is the day to get the readings.
Thursdays, unless Spirit pulls me away from something else and say, hey, this is a special day. Go ahead and get some readings in. But other than that, child.
Now, Miss Linda, you said my favorite channel is this one, but I see you're paired. So are you trying to tell me that Miss Shawna is your favorite channel? Okay, Miss Linda, I know you. Okay. Lord have mercy.
OMG. Don't tell anyone. Oh. Linda is like, listen, I got a sick kid. I'm bound to say whatever right now.
Oh, she's going to give it to me. I know. I'm going to pay for that one. Everybody, if you don't know, Miss Linda has been around a long time with us. She watches almost all
the way from Twitch. So, Angel Eyes on Twitch.
Yes. We go way back, and so we have a good relationship. We can talk. We can talk.
Like 4 flaps on a Cadillac, honey.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Okay, let's get to it. I mean, cause you are both here. All right. That's the right answer. There you go. That's the right answer. Yes. And while you are getting those right answers, let's make sure we do one more right answer, and that is those like, shares, subscribes, and follows. We don't charge anything, but in return, we do ask the like, shares, subscribes, and follows. And the other day we were talking, and somebody brought up the fact, we were in class, I think it was, and we hadn't played enough of Miss Angie's Am I the Drama? So I played it last night, and I'm playing it today because we may not even get the chance to use it. But you're right, we haven't played it enough. And I love this. I love it.
Could it be me?
And the other one that we play that I love, and this is wonderful. I love this one too.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. No.
Oh, JoJo, oh boy, y'all going at it. JoJo is saying she's on Shawna, so I can't see her comments. Boy, I tell you.
Well, they're gonna block each other before it's over.
Well,
Lord,
you know.
and it is that time of month to celebrate Miss Angie's birthday because it's all month with their
Yes,
family.
the whole month.
So happy birthday to Miss Angie and to everybody who has a birthday last week, this week, and next week. This one's for you.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
All righty then. Lord, we got all of them out of the way just real quick.
Joe did.
So we are now able to go ahead and do some readings. Lord have mercy.
Absolutely.
Linda says, my brother and my sister. Absolutely, Miss Linda. Absolutely.
Star's birthday is tomorrow, too.
Oh, happy birthday, Star.
Yes. She took today off, got a Thursday show in, and the weekend is about to be popping.
I hear you. So let's get started with a reading for Mars.
I was thinking the same one.
Shawna, you may be thinking.
Just maybe.
Just maybe.
Maybe.
Tell me about it. Don't tell me about it. Our secret.
Secret, honey.
Oh my goodness.
Don't. Why did this song pop up in my head? Oh my gosh. When you said it was it's a secret, and Don, this is so funny, but you know I gotta say it. It was Secret Lovers.
Oh God, I love that song.
That's who we are. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. I'm like, oh, okay, Spirit. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Or maybe they do know what we're trying to say.
Do they?
Mars, do we need to talk? Atlantic Star was singing to you their Mars.
Yes.
That's the group, by the way, Atlantic Star.
I love that song too.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that song in a minute. I don't know why it just popped right on up. Well, Mars, you have the King of Pentacles. I'm loving this energy because this is like it's either time for you to be disciplined, honey. Get into a routine and be on point. Okay? Instead of being all over the place here. It also feels like you need to keep yourself grounded, but this is saying you are securing yourself. And in order to do that, you need to implement more of discipline keeps coming up. Okay. Mars, discipline definitely keeps coming up because you just need to get into a sense of to a place to where you feel the security, that you feel secure about your position and what you do. You know, when the King of Pentacles comes up, and I say discipline because that's what I see. The King of Pentacles don't play. It knows their routine. It's stuck with their routine. And this is how they get where they are at right now. You know what I mean? So they don't play around. They know what the hard work is about. They understand what it's about, but they also saying, listen, if I don't do X, Y, Z, if I don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get my workout on, do this, set my day up, then my day's going to be off. I'm going to be all the way off my, whatever the things that I'm going to try to achieve is going to be off. So this is just finding, I'm just using that as an example. You know, that's hard getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, child, when you ain't got to. But it's the fact that you need to become more disciplined in what you want to achieve. Okay. You have the Knight of Swords. Listen, ain't no more slowing down. Ain't no waiting around. This is talking about go for it. no holding yourself back. Why hold yourself back? Because you don't know what's in front or what may happen. It's all the more reason to take the risk and go. Okay. And to you got what's that other song? You got to move it, move it. You
Oh
got to
yes, you got to
move
move
it.
it. You got to move it.
Yes.
Move it, move
It's
it.
that energy. It's time for you to be actionary as well, Mars. You do have the Queen of Swords here. This Queen of Swords energy is here for a reason. And it was I had to get a clarifier for this Queen of Swords. What's clarified is the Knight of Swords. Who is this woman that's coming into the life? That's maybe why I'm saying secret lovers, honey. This is a person that's independent, very, very intelligent, very smart. If you are in a relationship or not in a relationship or you pursuing a relationship, and this person is like, okay, come on, tell me what you want so we can go to the next level here, because this person is very educated. This is a powerhouse woman, okay? A powerhouse type of energy here. And what this Knight of Swords is talking about, it's time to be actionary with this relationship. Okay? You need to take that risk and go for it. I don't think that you will be disappointed in pursuing this this type of relationship. It can be whatever type of relationship you want it to be, but it's spirit is saying go towards it. Go towards this energy here. You have the Page of Wands here, and this Page of Wands is speaking with I feel like this relationship also is like, very yes, Linda, that is so great. From secret lovers to making it known now. I think that is perfect because this y'all have great energy when y'all are together, okay? With this Page of Wands. Y'all have like this fun energy, this energy that uplifts both of y'all. I mean, it's like almost, I want to say like this youthful type of, it takes you back, honey. It takes you back to where you're like, oh, we're having so much fun. When we gonna get in trouble, it's like you get the butterflies. No, you get off the phone first. No, you hang up first. I'm gonna hang up. No. I'm gonna wait till you hang up, and then it's like that. it's like that. But y'all are showing your authentic self. It's very like, very cheesy, but it works for y'all. Nine of Swords. I know, right? It's like, okay, get it. Enough
Thank you for the
of that.
visualization there, Shawna. I didn't need
Yes.
it. Oh,
You have
Lord.
the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is I would say this with this Nine of Swords. What are you worried about with this relationship? What are you worrying about of if you decide to not be secret anymore? What are you worried about? Is you worried about something happening or something someone not liking it? Who cares? This is Spirit is telling you, go forward. What are you waiting on? Go forward. Then you're going to miss out if you don't. And this is not the case, but this is saying that you have so much on your mind. You like, listen, I do want to take this to the next level, but I don't know if I want to or should I. Stop questioning yourself. Stop second guessing. Stop being in your head about it, because you're feeling like, well, what if there's rejection? What if, they leave me out in the cold? Well, what if? But right now, you riding and you enjoying, so enjoy. You have the Five of Wands. Boy, you having some struggle with yourself about what you want to do with this relationship. Now, you said anything that the universe wants you to know right now. It's telling you to go and get it done. All right? Take it to the next level instead of you just waiting around and it's like, I don't know. Look at, King of Pentacles, it's loyalty there. Okay? It's loyalty there. Child, I'm done with you, child. I'm not about to beat a dead horse over you taking the relationship to the next level. It's waiting on you. It's waiting on you, Mars. That's what I got for you. And we weren't even supposed to talk about relationship shit. And look what popped up. This was for Bonnie, not for me.
Absolutely. I was just responding to Kelly. Yeah, I know Chelsea Gomez. I know of Chelsea Gomez, and you're right. That what came up was definitely not Chelsea, because I've seen Chelsea before, and yeah, Chelsea wouldn't do that. That's not her thing. You're right. That's absolutely not her thing. They're getting. I'm telling you, these folks are redonkulous.
Redonk.
Exactly. So now you're stuck with me for a few minutes, and so with me, Mars. The thing I got was let it go. And again, I think you're carrying some baggage. You're carrying some stuff that it is done. It is over. Let that stuff go. Let it go. Why are you carrying it? Why are you carrying the stuff you don't need to? Again, your bucket. It's like the water bearer. It's like you carry bad water or good water. Again, let go of some of that stuff that doesn't need to be carried anymore, because it's like you have enough on your shoulders as it is. You worry quite a bit. I get the feeling like there's some serious worry going on, and so Mars, I'm asking you to again deplete the load, lower the load. You won't get rid of it completely, I assure you, but at the same time, I just think that you are carrying some things that you don't need to carry, some things that are out of your control, some things that are beyond you, and so don't carry them anymore. They're not helping you, and if anything, they do hurt you because you are filling up your bucket, shall we say, with all that crap. And then when the things that are important come along, they get diluted by that. So definitely, Atlantic Star, Melinda, you're right. Definitely make sure that you, empty the bucket to a degree, getting rid of the things that you can't change, that you can't alter, that you can't have control over. If you can't alter them and you can't have control of them, and they are in the past, then nothing seems more than that. It's too long to read. I think that's a troll. I don't know. Lord have mercy. Anyway. That's what I'm saying, Mars. So do me a favor, go through, get rid of that stuff. And I remind you, as I remind everybody, I tell my kids this all the time. And I even finally saw somebody said that, and on a little YouTube thing, and I posted it. And it was actually an award show. Somebody said it in an award show. I remind everybody that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror, because you cannot fix what's behind you. And you don't need to be looking behind you, and that should not be your focus. It should only be a reflection as a reminder, but the windshield is where you're going. Anything that's happening there is going to impact on how you move forward, which way you go, which direction you go, whether you should stop, whether you should slow down, whether you should speed up. Is there a speed bump ahead? How are we going to navigate speed bump? That windshield is where you need to be focusing. And so let go of the rear view mirror, okay? And instead, Lord have mercy, make sure that you are focusing on the windshield and not the rearview mirror. So Mars, let go. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you. Alrighty then, hopefully that helped you. Next, we are drawn to Matthew. Matthew, you were on last night and did not get a reading. And something is going on with you, Matthew. So we are going to be putting you next. Matthew, do you have a specific question or do you have a general question? Let me know. So this is for Matthew Stanbridge. Let me look at the name again. Make sure I said it right. Stanbridge, I think is how you say it. Standridge. My apologies. Matthew,
I'm not messing no name up.
I know, I'm terrible. I try not to. I try to take care of it because it's like I have a name that people. I tell you what, I have been called so many things. Rumer, Rumer, was my name for so long before I got hitched and had the hyphen. And so Rumer-Rivera now, And that one's even more trying for people. It's like, really? Come on. Riviera. They always put an extra I in there somewhere.
Riviera.
And with Rumer, it was funny because it's rumor has it, right? I always joke when I had my law office, and one of my things was we had these screensavers. We had these screen little sweeper things that clean the screen. And we made them and gave them to our clients and everybody else as marketing leads. And it has rumor has it. And that was our thing. Rumor has it. And people still would get it wrong. They're like, Rummer, R-U-M-E-R, or runner. Somehow the M turned into N's. So it was Rummer, Runner, Reamer. I'm like, where did EI come in? Because I don't even see an EI until the end. I get all kinds of crazy ways to pronounce my name. And I thought, it's simple. It's Rumor. How and then when they spell it, I would say, okay, check out my website. And they're like, you don't have a website. I'm like, yeah, R-U-M-E-R. Oh, R-U-M-O-R. No, R-U-M-E-R.
Oh,
You know?
gosh.
That one I can understand more, but my name was said in so many different ways that I actually had to laugh. And yes, Kelly, you have a last name that I am certain gets some people's attention.
Boy.
Yes, I would not have wanted that as my last name. Well, I don't know. Anyway, no, we're just PG. But
Listen,
yes, Kelly, I can
kin
imagine.
to Susan Dix? Because we got a Susan Dix too.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Are you related, Kelly? Is it a relative? So, yes.
I don't know, but it's spelled the same exact way.
Mhm. Well, not every dick is created equally. Not every Dix is created equally. I promise you. Yes. So Kelly is definitely, I'm sure, different than Susan. That's what I meant by that, of course.
Yes. Yes. And now after we do Matthew, we should do Star Baby because it's her birthday.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Okay. That'll be her birthday gift from us.
Let's see what we get from Matthew. Matthew. Oh my gosh, Matthew. It's interesting because Matthew, you're definitely entering a new phase. That's the Ace of Coins. You're entering a new phase. I see things turning around for you. I see definitely a happier phase coming for you. I see that you brought closure to something which was holding you back. Interesting. And of course, there's the Judgment card, which I think is very cool too. Again, so you've been putting the work in. You've been working on this. This is like, yeah, this is. Yeah, you went through it. Look at this. You went through it. This is the Ten of Swords. You definitely went through it. And so now it's time again. And look at this. I got the Justice and the Judgment card. So yeah, you've been working hard at this. Is this treatment? So you went through some treatment. And you are finding the benefit of the treatment, and it was not easy treatment. It really took something out of you, and also there was a financial component to it too, because it depleted your finances. And so know that you're turning that around now. That's behind you, and it's time for you to enter a more again, because of the work that you did. It's coming out to your benefit, and again, you're entering definitely a time where the benefit comes to you and a happier time. So know that you are healing and that you are moving forward. Again, the economic picture is changing. So know that the economic picture is changing, and this is again the start of a new economic picture. So don't be surprised if a new opportunity comes your way, a new job is coming your way, and again, that new job helps you to give confidence again, because you lost your mojo, you lost your confidence, you lost that energy that you had, because you identified yourself as your job, and when they took that away and they took your health away, you lost who you were in your head. You lost it. Now, you didn't lose it to people who knew you and know you, because they don't see you as that. But this is a personal thing where you yourself saw that. And again, it's that, if I can't make, I need to make the money. I need to have the confidence that I'm a breadwinner and I can sustain. And so again, that's coming back. Okay. So know that a new opportunity is coming your way. You will be getting a new job, a new offer, and that opportunity is going to be, it's actually ultimately probably going to work out to your advantage. It may be better than you had before, because again, you've been through the fire. You know what the real problem, you've been to the point where you know what actually matters instead of what you think matters. It's amazing how our we have a shift in priorities, a shift in what really matters to us when we face a health crisis or we face a major crisis. Things shift, and we realize, damn, I worry about some of the silliest stuff. It wasn't silly at the moment. It made sense at the moment, but as your priorities change, because damn, you're fighting a bigger demon, you're fighting a bigger issue, you change. And so know that that change is going to be good for you. The change has been good for you in the end, but for now, of course, going through it, who would want it, you know?
Right.
But anyway, that's what I'm getting for you. What do you got there, Shawna?
We're just gonna keep going here. Okay, you got the Three of Wands. It is all about the future now. It is the next steps that you can take, but also being actionary. Okay, this is about things are changing for the good for you, because I love this card when it comes up. Is the Wheel of Fortune. This is opportunities. This is everything, good karma, everything coming back to you, because now you went through that cycle of heartache, like depression. I'm feeling just heavy ass energy.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was torn down.
now,
He was torn down.
yes, I mean it's just
Now it's way down.
weighed all the
Yeah.
way down. Now you're riding that wheel to be back on top. Now you're reaching it back on top to where you are a new person that emerged. Okay, I feel like there was a lot of shadow work that needed to be done, and it was kind of forced because of what was happening. And a lot of times when it affects, your health, it means that it's deep. It's some deep stuff, and that there was a door opening for dis-ease, hence disease.
Yes,
Okay.
I remember, Matthew, she's stressing specifically dis-ease.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Make sure we get that.
And now it's out of you. Okay. It's out of you. You changed. You had a tower moment and a death. Okay. And you made the necessary changes. You are back on your stuff now, which is amazing. Eight of Pentacles. Now it's time to start to master what you do. What do you love doing? And because that's what's getting the attention right now. That's what's going to bring them coins back in. That's what's going to, because it's all about your hard work, Matthew. And you putting that energy into your hard work, honey, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed for you already with this Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Swords is here. Allow yourself to take time for self-care, to do check-ins. Okay. This is not saying, you need to rest or all of that. No, just allow time to check in with self. All right. So you won't get burnt out from anything or doing anything or moving forward here, because that can definitely happen when you do burn out. But this is taking the time out literally for self to say like, all right, how am I feeling today? What emotions are coming up? And address them so that you can, move forward, instead of, I'm gonna put that in the back burner. I'm gonna deal with this later. No, you have the opportunity now to take it and say, all right, let me see how I'm doing today. If I'm not feeling going somewhere, then don't. Do something else. If someone invited you somewhere and you like, I don't really feel that company, don't force it. Because this is, once again, about self. It's okay to show up for you. It is okay to put yourself first. Everybody else should understand. If they don't, then they should be in your circle, honey. Okay? Because you need people that will support you whenever. And I'm pretty sure that the folks that's been around you, that's still around you during this time, is understanding and super, super supportive of just keeping you uplifted and saying, all right, listen, you may not be in the mood of going out. We're coming to you and we're gonna have a good time. It's that type of energy that you want around you, because this is the energy that you want to stay in, of this high vibration. This low vibration, you done been in that low vibration, child. You done been all the way low. So low that nobody couldn't find you. Now that you are finding yourself back and vibrating higher, or vibrating in the way that you felt like you should be, then now it's like, all right, everybody's being attracted to your energy, okay? And because you are doing literally a check-in for yourself. Excuse me, you have the Seven of Wands here, and the Seven of Wands is, listen, protect yourself, keep yourself centered, keep yourself grounded. Don't allow things to throw you out of your circle that you already have, okay, of protection. When we look at detoxing, right, because your mind, your body, your soul has detoxed, that doesn't mean go backwards. That don't mean like you say, all right, bam, I'm gonna, for a whole week straight, I'm not gonna eat any meat. I'm not gonna eat no pork. I'm just gonna stay with vegetables. And then that next week, you say, you know what? Let me just have me a good old steak. And then that steak tear that stomach up. You're feeling some type of way because you detox the body, right? So it's just like that energy here. With the Seven of Wands being here, this is definitely saying you keeping things at bay. It's not allowing things to come and penetrate this bubble of yours. You are protecting yourself. You're protecting your mentality. You're protecting your soul. You're protecting your energy. And if people can't understand that, deuces. Okay? And that's okay. They had their season. It is time for you to live for you. And in the healthiest way possible. But you about to be right back on your game, but I feel like it's more of a better game. I don't feel like it's going back to what it used to be. I feel like it's a lot of opportunities are going to be coming your way.
But I also think that's because, again, I really believe that perspective changes as well. And so how you lived before and the things that drove you before, those things have now a different, they're in perspective, but again, the perspective has changed. And so
Right.
it's amazing how water off a duck's back. It's amazing how when we are younger, we'll take everything and we'll fight every issue because we got to fight this one, we got to fight this one. And as things change, you're like, damn, really? So I
Right.
got slighted. So I got disrespected. Water off
Mm-hmm.
a duck's back. Guess what? It's going to happen again. Move on.
Yep.
Not a big thing. In the whole scope of my life, that's not important because I have
Mm-hmm.
other fish to fry. I have other fights to fight. I have other mountains to climb.
Absolutely.
This one's a molehill. I ain't making a mountain out of a molehill.
No.
Ain't gonna happen. So, and the other thing that I wanted to stress is that Wheel of Fortune card, Matthew. The Wheel of Fortune card is saying the spirits, the energy, the universe, your higher power, however you want to call it, is because it's anyway, an entity is putting things in motion. But do not rest on the laurels of them taking care of it. Make sure that you are at the helm. Make sure you're at the wheel. It's time to get beyond the fact of the hurt, the pain, the anger, the frustration,
Yes.
the having our life flash in front of us, those kind of things, and know that you are at the helm. So you have to make the choices. They are lining things up so where the choices are coming through. And when you have those options and can make those choices, they're going to help you. But you still need to make the choices. It's like Jesus take the wheel. Jesus ain't taking the wheel. Jesus is like, no, I'm going to give you a wheel, but
Right.
you have to drive the damn car.
You got the damn drive.
Exactly. Now they'll help you and they will usher you through.
Yeah.
But they are not going to Jesus take the wheel. It ain't going to happen because that's not what it is. And that's the Wheel of Fortune. Is you take the wheel. You navigate. And I want to read this. I put it out there in writing, but I wanted to read this because I found to me that this was calling out to me as I read and as Shawna read. And it's like, you're broken down and tired. of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're going to walk it out and move mountains. We're going to walk it out and move mountains. And I rise up. I rise up like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise up unafraid. I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up. High like the waves. I rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
I love that song.
Yes, it is an amazing song. And I thought those words seemed so prophetic here.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Absolutely.
Matthew, also I want to add in is what you are doing is bringing balance back in. And now it's literally time. It's about you. It's not about anything or anybody else. This is literally about you. And you said it great, Don. You know, when you leave it to Jesus take the wheel, well, you still putting it in somebody else's hands.
Mm-hmm.
When you are the magician, you are the master at what of you. Okay. And as you do that, as you be engulfed that, you take your power, you own your power, you use it. You use those resources. You use it to keep yourself motivated. You use it. Now, granted, there'll be some days, trust me, we all have them when we're like, you know what, I don't feel like doing it. But this is saying we're checking in with self and saying, okay, I'm not about to have a burnout. I think acknowledging that if I keep going, I'm going to have a burnout. So I'm going to take this time out and say, hold on, pump the brakes. Let me get myself back together, recharge my battery so I can keep going. Because if you like before we started, Don's battery was done with the mic, right? I can't hear anything. He thinks he's speaking, but I can't hear it. But at the same time, it's like, well, are you going to keep speaking into a microphone that the batteries don't work? What is it doing for you? We can't hear what you're trying to say. We're not trying, so it's the fact that take the time out you need to do the check-in with self and then get back on that horse and get going. Okay. You're driving that car. Okay. You driving that chariot. That's the main thing that I'm seeing when you said Jesus take the wheel and all. When you said that, the first card in my mind's eye was the chariot card. You are in control. You are in control of the balance that you bring into your life. You are worthy. Okay. And know that your worth is bomb.com. Then you don't have nothing to worry about. But exactly. You do have to make sure you check in. And I say this to everybody. Take time to check in with self to see what's coming up. What issues are coming up? And face them. Don't be afraid to face what is popping up. You cry, you releasing. Let it go. You need to write it down and get it out of your system. Write it down and burn the hell out of it. Or flush it down the toilet and give it back to the earth. Regardless, get this out of your system to say, all right, bam, I addressed it. Now let's move on.
And the other thing that Shawna just said, and I'll key on it one more time to make it clear, is that some days we need a mental health day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
On those days, it's like, you know what? I'm like up to here and my nose is getting ready to go underwater. I'm going to drown. And when that happens, it's like, take the mental health day. Give yourself a day to be pissy. Give yourself a day to be self-centered. Give yourself a day to say, world, screw you. I don't want to deal with anybody's stuff because mine is bad enough. Give yourself that. There's nothing wrong with you taking a health day, psychological health day, and saying, you know what? It's a me day. And deal with the issues. Because if you don't, believe me, Spirit will hit you upside the head with a 2x4 that will make you wish you had taken a day, because they're going to give you many days down. And it's funny because I know Lady Miss Wendy, who comes on our things and watches quite often. Miss Wendy, they told her to slow down and she wasn't listening. She gets off a horse, just steps off a horse and breaks her ankle. She wasn't kicked off a horse. She was just dismounting. like she's done many times before. She's a horse rider. She has no issues. And and they had told her, slow down, slow down, slow down. And guess what? They gave her a sign. Her daughter, it's the same thing. Her daughter had made a determination, and Spirit told, don't go that way. Don't go there. Don't go there. Well, guess what? They threw up 2 big roadblocks in front of her because the first time she didn't listen. The second time she got the message. Again, if we do not take care of ourselves, don't be surprised when Spirit throws up a roadblock or hits us with a 2x4 and said, damn it, you weren't listening. So I'm telling you. So take your mental health day, take your spirit day, take your acknowledgement that we are human, that we have frailties, that we have issues we have to deal with from time to time, and deal with them, and let us be in a funk. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to be in a funk, but don't be in a funk and blubbings where everybody has to deal with your funk. Instead, just have your moment and just be a pissy person on the side and say, you know what?
Absolutely.
If you're going to be in funk, this is a me day. So don't call me, don't text me, because you're not going to like me. This is not the likable person. This is me being the ugly person that I need to be today, so where I can be that healthy person tomorrow.
I've had plenty of days where I don't want to project this energy onto anyone else, right? So I can either find an outlet, or I could go sit in the closet and be like, listen, I'm good. Let me be. Or I need some talking down to. I'm calling somebody, And when I do call up somebody, I'm like, be ready to listen. Just be ready to listen, because I got to get this out. I can't write hard enough. It's not helping me. But that's just me. A lot of it's literally finding an outlet. It can be the workout. It can be going in the kitchen and cooking up a whole soulful meal or a comfort meal, or it can go, I'm gonna take me a walk, and next thing you know it, you 5 miles in and figuring out, damn, I gotta walk back.
Exactly.
What the heck? And so it's just this energy of, it's nothing wrong doing check-ins. It's nothing wrong with taking a moment and say, I need to take a chill pill for myself and for everybody else. But for me to having me operate on all cylinders here, but I acknowledge that a burnout was about to happen. I acknowledge that I was going to cut someone's head off. I acknowledge that I needed a moment to figure out why I'm feeling like this. Okay. And on top of that, it's the more of self-care. This all falls in the category of self-care and checking in. Self-care it's not just about the physical. Self-care is really about going within. Okay. And when you go within, boy, you like, damn. So that's what the shadow is. That's the shadow side. The shadow side has to get attention. If it doesn't get attention and you get hit upside the head with that 2x4, you looking like, well, what happened, Spirit? Didn't I tell you to sit your ass down?
That's when they call shadow work, everybody. That is what shadow work is. It's dealing with the thing that you cannot see, but it is over us. It is around us. And if we don't take care of it, if sometimes we fall for it because we're like, oh, we can't see it, whatever, and we ignore it. No, because you can't see it does not mean it's not there. It's like the energy that surrounds you, the energy that I talk about for my affirmations. That energy is there. The energy that's your aura. You may not see it with the human eye, but guess what? It's there. And there are people who are talented enough to see it, but it's there. So because you cannot see it does not mean it does not exist. And therefore, when you're being told, getting all flashing warning signs, and you don't pay attention, as Wendy said, because Miss Wendy's here, and she said, yes, they did. She confirmed like what I was just saying,
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Angie was saying here, same thing happened to me. I fell in the bathroom and cut my side on an open cabinet door.
Oh.
So it's like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like they will get your attention one way or the other.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So
Mine
Matthew,
was the other night.
Mine
was the other night. I should have turned the damn lights on, but I tore my toe up, walking back, ran into the couch, and ran into the blinds. I said, how the hell did I do all of this going back to the room if I just turned the damn light on? But my intentions was, I was a little upset because the alarm was going off. I'm like, damn it, why don't you help me turn this alarm off? And I'm like, bam, I turned all the lights off because I was just upset. You messing up my sleep. And then next thing you know it, bam, ran right into the damn TV stand. Then hit the couch. Then I hit the bar stool. And then ran into the side blinds. I said, how the heck? What? My night vision didn't kick in, obviously. So
Damn, you didn't miss a single target, did you?
I
You hit them
didn't.
all.
I was like, I didn't walk in the middle. Usually I'm good at walking at night. I can see,
Mhm.
but nothing was lit up.
Do we need to get you a walker there, Shawna?
Man, I run into, I told them blinds up. I said, how the hell I touched the blinds?
Oh my goodness. Oh
I
my
had to,
goodness.
and this is how I was in the dark. I said, bump this, even though there's a lamp right there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
I
Don't
love it. I
want
love
to do
it.
that no more. I will not. I got up that morning. I said, dang, my foot is hurting. And when you stump them toes, that's it. The pain
Oh God,
comes
yes.
later.
Yes. And then every time you walk, you remember what you just did.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
looked at that TV stand the next day. I said, "Ooh, you got me. One for you." But that's it. I'm turning these lights on from now on. I walk with my damn phone with the flashlight on. I woke up with it. Not get got no more.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That is crazy.
That is terrible.
Exactly. Don't forget, folks, please like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment. I love the comments so far. You guys have been great, and I'm loving that you giving advice and talking as well. It's wonderful. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow. There. And if you have not had a chance yet, please get over there and sign up on YouTube and go to Miss Shawna's channel, Goddess Shawna's channel. Preacher today, Deacon Shawna today. Let's take care of the deacon and join her channel. Go click on here and then hit subscribe. And while you're there, please look up mine as well. Mine's Sonoran Mystic Tarot, as it is on most things. Anytime you look up Sonoran Mystic Tarot, it's funny. I guess I've been on long enough and around long enough that when you go on Google and you type in Sonoran Mystic, by the time you get ready to hit that T, I pop up and I'm like, damn, I guess I've been around a while, maybe a little too long, maybe, I don't know, but I'm loving it because I am the Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Even the U.S. government has now said, I am the Sonoran Mystic Tarot.
Yes, you is, honey.
So I love it. What I mean by that is I was given the trademark. That my name is now trademarked. So I'm like, go ahead.
Mine does too.
Play.
When you put in Naturally Divine Goddess, the whole where you can go book an appointment at pops up. I'm like, oh, okay, hey.
Exactly. It's nice. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, how did you do that? And I'm like, I didn't. It's just it's by, I guess, doing enough work. I don't know.
And Star, you were next, and you are funny, and I'm glad that there was no video of that. Okay, that would have been the worst one. Worst video ever. Had my little bonnet on, knocked it to the side, and everything. It's like I touched everything while I wasn't even toe up. I wasn't even drinking.
Exactly.
No
So what you got, Star? You doing general? Or you doing a specific question? What you got? What you
want to know? Yeah, Don is 100% official, government official.
Because I'm special.
Special.
Boy, that could go a lot of ways. Some people think I took the short bus to school. Yeah, probably did.
Oh, man. Hey, that short bus just means that you got to school quicker.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I remember when I was a kid, we used to have to use the regular transit buses in the city of Baltimore. That's when we got our little tickets, and we get to the bus and we put our tickets in the little thing, the slot, and that would take us to school. So we didn't have school buses; we had mass transit.
Oh, you had the real.
Deal.
You on the bus with the workers,
with everybody, and it was. Yes. I loved it. It was fun. That was actually a lot of fun.
I bet
school buses could be boring after that. I sat on school buses after that. I'm thinking, really, damn, you all don't even know. You don't even live. It's just like this is the way.
Man, my school bus. As soon as I get on the bus, can you do my hair? Didn't your mama do your hair? My cousin, the first one, can you take these pigtails out and put it up in the bun? And before we get back home, can you take them and put it back in the pigtails so I won't get in
Oh,
trouble?
I see.
Yeah. So it was always that. Can you do my hair? I'm like, what about my hair? Anybody ask to do my hair?
Kelly Dick's church lady, isn't that special? I used to have that one, by the way. Remember that? I used
Yes.
to have that one, that commercial.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that special?
Isn't that yes, salon on wheels, honey, for free.
Yes, indeed.
But
What is,
back then in high school, they had them chicken biscuits at McDonald's, and they were good chicken biscuits. They I don't know what they are now, but back in the day when it was real food, yeah, I had them in my locker.
I think now it's pressed sawdust, but I don't know.
Oh, I don't. It's pink dust from somewhere.
Exactly.
All
Star,
right.
did you leave us? Did you just
No,
you cut and
it's
run?
Star said, "What do I need to know to better myself?"
Oh, there you go. Okay, I see her now. Sorry. Sorry,
Okay.
Star. Sorry.
Star, first thing is you need to own your power, honey. Okay, you need to step into your power. You need to be this magician. All right, understand what your power is and how powerful you are. You need to step into. I think that's perfect of saying you need to step into your power. All right, literally step into your power. Now, there is let me get a clarifier for this one because there is a Knight of Cups here, and I want to figure out what this Knight of Cups is about. Ooh, Anna. Okay, so we got the Knight of Cups being clarified with the Queen of Cups here. This Knight of Cups is I feel like this is energy because of the Queen of Wands being here. I said the Queen of Cups. I meant to say the Queen of Wands is being here because of the hard work that you're putting in and what you are receiving. Okay. And this is coming from the space of the heart chakra. But it's about what you are doing, what you are producing. And it's the things that's being attracted to you. Okay, because you are attracting good things to you right now. I feel like this is you coming into a space where now you only want to focus on things that is passion based, if that makes sense. Okay, this is not just whatever. This is passion based type of moves you're making, and I feel like that's what spirit is kind of telling you, instead of just spinning all crazy, or it's like, what is it that you really need? Okay, instead of what you want, it's what you really need. And this is bringing in the abundance. This is even spending. This is even receiving based off of passion based things. Okay, you have the Queen of Swords. Girl, if you don't step into this energy of this is who you are, you better start embracing this on your birthday. It's already started. This is a new year for you. Okay, this is you being a powerhouse because you are using your resources. You are stepping into that power of and you're using it. So much so that you're not worried about anything else around you, because this is that diva energy. This is that goddess energy, queen energy here. Okay, and I feel like this is yes. This one is yes. And this is you building as you help others, but you are building. Let me just say this: you are allowing others to help you build your queendom. Okay, not kingdom, but your queendom here. Okay, because you are embracing that energy. You are stepping into divine feminine energy here. And in order to step into divine feminine energy, this is standing in your power. So this, as wanting to get yourself all better, honey, this is saying I will no longer I want to say I am no longer hanging out with the peasants, honey. I help the peasants become work in my queendom type of energy. But this is knowing Spirit got your back. If you got to go to the battlefield, then you will go to the battlefield and take care of what you need to take care of, but get right back on your throne and sit there and say, look at what I just did. I can't be waiting on everybody else, right? Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords, honey, is no more waiting around. This is things are starting to shift, and things will shift. I feel like this is at the center of your reading here. I also feel like there's going to be a shift either in your finances or in your job. And this is going to be a good shift. All right. So much so that you are going to be leaving things behind that no longer serve you. A door is closing as a new door is opening. And it's no more a feeling or carrying this heavy burden, all right, or carrying this heaviness with you anymore, because you are being recognized, honey. 6 of Wands. I love this. Like, this is the come up. Okay, when I say that the one door is closing, this door has opened, and child, this is well-deserved success. This is acknowledgement. This is reward. This is recognition. Honey, this is a bomb-ass birthday reading for you. Okay? This is embracing who you are, star. I mean, like your authentic self. And not being afraid of shining. You know, this is the moment where you need to be center of attention. Okay? Like it or not, I think Spirit is going to be setting you up to be center of attention in a very good way of receiving the acknowledgement, but getting noticed for what you bring to the world, what you do. All right. 5 of Swords. People ain't gonna like it. People are not gonna like your moves. They're not gonna like the acknowledgement that you are going to get, or the I wouldn't say people putting you on a pedestal, but you are putting yourself on a pedestal. And people are not, that's that hate. That will be that hate. But guess what? Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. Okay? No energy. Don't even waste your energy on arguing. Don't waste your energy on disagreements. Cool. If you don't rock with me, bye. It's okay. That's you walking away, and this is what you are doing what's best for you. All right. Hermit card. I love the Hermit card for you, because this is saying I'm getting on my path. I'm staying on my path here. And as you stay in your path, this is I'm becoming more independent for myself, but I'm being clear of my needs and wants, because now I'm moving from a passion type of energy. Okay. This is also Virgo energy, but this is there's also something new that's going to be coming into your life. It may be someone new coming into your life that is going to help you stand all the way out, help you get on the path that you want to be on, and get clear of it. Okay. Not worrying about what, this didn't go right. Okay. It didn't go right because this was out of alignment. This is getting you back in alignment of your passion. So I feel like Spirit is pushing you out of your own box to make you understand that you are a powerful being. All right. And that you need to stand in that power and own it. Own it. Own who you are. Own everything. But I just feel like there's someone new that's going to come into your life that is also going to help you and boost you up. Listen, I think this says it great. It's up to you. It's up to you how you want to move. If you want to stay where you at, stay where you at. If you want to elevate, then elevate. But don't be afraid of what comes with the elevation. Okay? Because Spirit is providing, and Spirit is moving things out of your way. At the same time, Spirit is closing doors that need to be closed and keeping them closed, honey. They locked. You can't get back in them. They got a whole, what is that? It's a safe and you can't get back in. You don't know the combination, honey. It's time for you to stay and get on your passion-driven path, whatever that may be. Okay. So that's what I got for you.
Star, the first thing, the most important thing that I'm getting for you, and again, not through cards, this is just a psychic kind of hit I was getting, is whispering in the ears. Star, don't. The person whispering in your ears is planting self-doubt. They're planting. The thing is, Star, people see us as in people. People see people, and in a light of they put you in a box because that's who they know. And when you're in that box, when you fit the parameters that they have set for you in their mindset, not that you set, but what they set in their mindset for you, they see you a certain way. And if you start getting outside that box, they get a little uncomfortable because they're thinking, am I coming along with you? Or are you leaving us? Like for some reason, change is leaving, and that's not the case. But and so there are people who are talking in the ear. They're kind of whispering. They're kind of, and because they're afraid that as you rise up, not to steal from a previous reading, but as you rise up, as you move forward, as you develop into the full-fledged person that is owning all of your power, owning all of the vision, all of the focus that you have, that you're going to be leaving them behind. And so be very careful. They don't mean you harm. Take it with this grain of salt, of knowledge of this until a point. They don't mean you harm. It's just that they are afraid of losing that connection. And that connection is for them a bit of power because they know that they have that way into you. And so as you continue, make sure that as they whisper, you remind them, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving you. We are coming together. I'll lift all boats. That's the same thing. That's the same feeling that I have with all of the readers that we work together with. Everybody, I love the fact when the other readers have a triumph, when they have, and I'm like, they're pulling me up because I'm like, hey, I'm coming. You ain't leaving me behind. I don't even wait for them to reach back. I'm already grabbing at the coattails. I'm like, I'm coming with you. We're going together because again, that's the way that your friends and the people of your family should be, but that doesn't mean that's who they are. Some of them, again, are complacent and happy where they are, but don't let them get in your ear and try to keep you from moving forward, from pushing forward, only from the fear that they're afraid of losing you or seeing you leaving them. And that's, you can't let that happen. Okay. So anytime you feel that you know the whisper, you'll know the whisper because you'll hear it, you'll feel it. You are connected energetically. You are connected to spirit. You listen. And so as spirit tells you and warns you, hey, this person, they're trying to give you something that isn't quite in your best interest. Instead of excluding them or instead of fighting with them or instead of putting them at a distance, what I would say is bring them in and say, hey, don't fear my change. Don't fear my development. Don't fear my growth. Don't fear my successes, because those successes, growths, spurts, those benefits are because of you, not in spite of you. And I want you to be part of that and celebrate that with me as we together move up. Okay. So make sure you bring them in. Because again, you don't ignore them, because they'll feed into your psychic and your psyche will have that soak in, and over time it will bring you down, and you can't do that. So don't ignore it, address it, but address it in a very positive way of, hey, I'm moving on, I'm moving up, I'm moving into a better me, a more defined me, a more powerful me, the person I'm meant to be. And I want you in my life. I want you to be part of that. And so I'm not moving away from you. I'm asking you to continue to grow with me. You see what I'm saying? There's a very different way to do that. And again, when you do that, don't be surprised if it really brings down a lot of walls that you didn't even create. That's the funny part. We don't create them. By our success, walls are created for us. And we just need to know how to bring them down so where nobody is armed, and instead they're coming along with you. They're ready to climb that mountain, and they get on board with you. A lot of times they get on board with you, and then they help rise you up. I love that fact. They help to give you the confidence. They help to give you the support. They help to give you that knowledge that I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. Instead of you can't, you shouldn't. Oh, don't do that. That's scary. That's risky. No, I am somebody. I am somebody. Just take that to the bank. There you go.
And cash it, child.
Yes. Cash that check. Absolutely.
Cash
And
that
there
check.
will be fried chicken downstairs afterwards.
Boom.
Because I was
Boom.
preaching.
Plus. Yes.
But Spirit was really playing in my ear as Shawna was reading, and Spirit was like, she's got to know this. She's got to know this.
Yeah. That's why when that Five of Swords had came out, that's exactly what that is. It's just toxic crap. And
Yes.
it's like telling you, like, you can't do this, you can't do that. Because they not doing it. They not making the moves. They too afraid. Right. Man, don't listen to that mess.
And not that, but that Five of Swords is let it go. It's like let it go. Let it go. Because that's what the Five of Swords is drop that sword. Drop it. I don't need that luggage. That's not my luggage. You have enough luggage of your own. You don't need that luggage. So drop the luggage and say, you know what? You either coming with me. I want you to come with me. I want you to experience this. But again, you need to let them know that, and therefore they'll stop the whispers. The whispers can be devastating if we don't keep it in perspective.
If they don't know the English word of be quiet, then say it in your language. Shut the hell up. Leave me the hell alone.
Exactly. Or as said by one of my favorite little recordings here, remember this one?
You're a paper airplane and I'm a 747. Don't you ever think you're anything like me just because you can fly a little.
And just
now that
like
one bites a little. That one bites a little, and it's a little more edgy. But the point is, a 747, as they're whispering their little paper airplane into you. No. I can fly, baby. I can fly, and I can do long distances. And then you remind them they too are 747s. They are not having to be paper airplanes. They can be 747s. So come along with the journey. That's the cool part. Come along with the journey.
Come along.
All righty. Who is next, Miss Shawna? Who are you drawn to?
Oh,
this has been a hell of an interesting day. Energy has been amazing, and folks are bringing some great perspectives, which I love. And the conversations, I'm telling you, you all are on point. I love that about this tribe is that we are not just us. This is not just. I mean, it's amazing. You guys have so much impact. You have so much information, and I love it because you share it, and you share it willingly, and that to me is probably the best part of this. If we were out here chatting it wouldn't be like this. Well, it would still because we're crazy.
Yeah. We talk about everything and anything, child. We'll go from one subject to another subject and right back to this subject and then fall all the way left subject. And you're like, where did we go?
I know, and we don't have Keena to keep us on track because Keena used to keep me and Angie on track. We get off a little bit and Keena's like, back to the ratings, back to... If you all saw some of the back channels that we used to back conversations, because we have a private chat that we can do, and Keena, boy, she used to. There were some times I was like, oh my God.
Look, get it together, y'all. Get it together. We got to get back to the reading.
That's what we have Miss Linda for. Miss Linda keeps us in line.
Yeah, she keeps us on check, child. I ain't even going front. Miss Linda is that one. Hey, get back. Don't make me get up from here. What about Michelle Harris?
I was drawn to her earlier as well. Absolutely.
Yes. Michelle Harris, are you still here?
Michelle.
I just got Michelle Harris. Yes, Hunty.
Michelle, is it a specific or general? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
If you got something love, hold it for Bonnie.
Yeah. No, don't do that one. Yeah. 'Cause we will get the delete button out real quick. We will get the hook and drag you out.
Right. Yes, we would be so done. We'd be like, time to go.
Yeah, and just to make it clear.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. No.
No, not love.
No. Don't do it. So, Michelle, what do you have? Do you have a question, or are you like a general, or what's happening?
She's like, damn, I need to have another question now because I was that.
Well, a lot's going on, but see what them above show me. Not what them above, honey. I like it.
Could I go off on one little point, little sidetrack? Michelle, we are blessed. When you say the above, I totally get what you mean by that, but it's interesting. I know for Shawna, I can speak for Shawna on this one point, and that is that we are blessed that our spirit guides are always around us, and that the people who have crossed over are around us, and so we are blessed at the fact that the communication from the other side, the communication with higher spirits, all those things are from many sources and are around us all the time. And so, and you have that same blessing. We all have the same blessing. We all have the same blessing. So we are, when we get information, it comes from usually our connection with the people who've passed over, our family. If they feel something, they join in. Our friends who've crossed over, they join in. The spirit guides that we have, and they are not the same. Let me make that clear. Spirit guides are not the same necessarily as the family who crossed over. Now, some of your family that crossed over could be your spirit guides who have come back, but generally it doesn't work that way. Usually your spirit guides are a different group of entities or energies or people or whatever. And then, so we are blessed in the fact, and you also have the blessing to know that when you are hearing information, it's not only from above, from an entity, your deity or whatever. Believe me, you get information. If you're open to it, you will get information from your family who have passed, your friends who have passed, your distant family who you never met, but they are part of the lineage in which helped to bring you to be to this day. And then also your past lives. There are people who come back lifetime, and lifetime again, or they were with you in a past life and they're here to help you through this life. So it's amazing how you have a whole host of support that is not solely one entity. You have a whole host of support that comes many different ways, and open up to it and know that you are blessed with that. That is the gift that you get just because you were born. And that contract that you signed when you came into this life, and if I confuse you on that one, we can talk about that one later. But know that, again, when we connect, we talk about what we get from you, but we get that from these energies you cannot see, but they're there. They're all around us. Absolutely. And so it's not only up there, it's everywhere. Omnipresent. Like
everywhere. So it's not just them above. They are literally everywhere. They are above, around, below, beside, you know, in front, behind, child.
Exactly.
All the way. Well, I can tell you this. Let me throw my silky hair back.
Not the whip.
Yes, I did. I had to.
Come on, Cher. Tell me, Cher.
I had to.
Do you believe in love after love?
I know. Now when I have my curly hair, my big curly hair, I'll be Diana Ross. The Diana
there you,
Ross.
Miss
Okay.
Ross. Miss Ross.
Miss Ross.
Get that right.
Miss
Now.
Ross.
Get that right.
My bad. Absolutely. All right. So, child. You got the tower card here. Okay. You know what we was talking about earlier about spirit stepping in. And when spirits step in, this is the worst whooping that you can ever get. You're getting a whooping. All right. But this is a necessary whooping. This is getting you all the way out of whatever that you got going on with your life right now, it's about to come on down because something new is about to arise. Now, here's what's right beside it, and what gets me is you got the King of Cups here. That's right beside this Tower card. So that's indicating someone else is involved. Okay, to me. Okay. And I feel like, this could be a relationship. This could be someone that you are, you're dealing with and you're looking for that way out. And this is your way out. Because something big is about to happen in your life where things got to change. Spirit gave you gave you plenty of opportunities, but I felt like you didn't read them or you ignored them. And things have to change with this King of Cups here. I did a clarifier. Is the Ace of Swords. So it can be a breakthrough happening with this relationship, like taking it to the next level, or walking away from it. Either way, Spirit is definitely stepping in and ushering in new energy, because this has to be it's like in a night, it's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. You can fight it, you gonna lose. You really gonna lose this fight. And it seems like this person is very, very, sweet and very like into you, but there's questions that come up because right beside that is a King of Swords here. So I don't know if you're having a situationship. Let me tell you, last week I did the most craziest reading, Don. That's why I needed you here, because I was like, I don't know if this is Jerry Springer, or I felt like we went all the way back to Ricky Lake and what Ricky Lake
Lord,
talk
not
show.
Ricky Lake.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. It was a Ricky Lake situation. And I was like, oh my Lord, what is happening? I haven't done a Ricky Lake in a minute. So I feel like whatever this is about to be, if you're not in a relationship and this is going forward, that whatever that you got going on, there's someone that's going to be stepping in, and that is going to be, something happening big for you. I feel like you're going to be making a decision. Okay. Two of Swords with this King of Cups and this King of Swords here. Energy. I feel like some energy. You are stuck in between of, I like this one because this one do this for me, and I like this one because this one. It's like you're stuck in between, and of which way to go. And one wants to take it to the next level. Another one is, hold on, let's be smart. And it's all older people, I feel. This could be coming up if this is not something going on right now. Okay, there is a decision that needs to be made, and it's not. Boy, I tell you, why y'all do this? Why y'all say, whatever spirit wants me to know? Why? You should just ask your question of what it is, because anything pops up, and this is what's popping up. Phew. You got the Three of Pentacles here, okay? The Three of Pentacles is working through differences. And I also feel like this is, people are noticing. People are noticing what's happening. And I feel like you being stuck in the middle of all of this is like, well, damn. I don't know which way to go or which one to do. But you literally got to go within and figure it out. Now, there's some youthful energy coming in here with this Page of Pentacles, clarifying this three. The what?
Can you see that one again? That's her daughter.
Because I was getting.
That's her daughter. That's her daughter. Mm-hmm. For me, it just says I saw her daughter right there.
Yeah. Well, when I felt this, I felt like there was another party around, and that they are looking, they're watching how
Watching.
you
Yeah.
move.
Yep.
You
And
know
learn.
what I mean? And because it's like people are noticing, that's what I feel like. And then when I got this youthful energy, bam, you already called it. You know, it's like, okay, how as I see this, look at the one looking, look at this one, like, oh, what you doing? I feel like that's you, like, oh shit, she watching me. You know, what am I making the right moves here, or what am I? What am I doing here? Am I presenting myself how am I supposed to? Or listen to this, as a woman, and you have a daughter, they watch every stinking move, because this determines how they live their life, what they do. If they was brought up and, well, mommy was talking to two people and that's the life I see, that's the life I'm going to live. I can, or seeing you use somebody, for this and that. I just feel like there's a situationship over here. It's about to change, honey. It's literally about to change. You have the Fool here. Okay? For me, I feel like this, I don't even do reversals, but I feel like with this energy is, don't be the fool. It's no need to be a fool right now. Don't play the fool. You need to be smart, because you got somebody looking up to you and watching every step you take, because they are just a sponge, and they are learning everything that you do, thinking, oh, this is how a woman should be. This is how a woman should be treated. This is how, how the woman's status is, right? So I say this to, hey, you got your own household. You can do whatever you want to, but know that she is literally watching everything. She hears everything. She feels everything. Even if you project that energy, she engulfs it. She is a whole sponge of you. I feel like it's almost like a spitting image of you. Like the twin thing, like she's up under you a lot. But at the same time, like, hold on now, mama, you can't be making me, but I get it. I got what you're doing. And then going from there. You do have the Ace of Cups. With this Ace of Cups is showing a new path of love, new path of passion, just a new path, period. So whatever you got going on over here, is it worth it? Is it for you, or I just feel like there's some internal conflict that's going to be with this Five of Wands over this Ace of Cups as well. It's like, listen, don't be on the ledge of trying to have the whole, I can do everything, I can do this, and then you spread yourself so thin that you fall and you can't get up. You thinking that spirit got your back, and spirit's like, I told you what I tell you. I told you something is changing. Okay, and this has to change, because this is at the center of your reading. Your whole daughter is at the center of this reading for you. And then there's going to be some pushback. There's going to be resistance, because spirit is ushering in and offering a new cup to you, a new way, a new pathway to love, I want to say. And that can be doing something that you love doing. That can be, being creative. This could be, some new fulfillment. It can even be a new whole love, period. But it's really up to you of what your steps. But this is all going to be internal conflict happening with you. This is the energy I'm getting, and this is what I'm seeing. So if this is not happening now, this may be things that's maybe coming up, but getting yourself prepared for it. Okay. Child, because I can't be messed around with this stuff.
What's interesting, before I go into Michelle, Isola, whatever, a little visitor from the, whatever came
from the other land.
Oh yeah, exactly. To scam somebody, and this is the second time today, and I went to do the. I always hit the report.
Mhm.
I guess I've spammed. I hit them so many times with reports of spam. They don't even give me that option anymore. It's just to block them. I'm like, damn. It's like maybe they should get the hint then. If I'm getting deluged, maybe, and then I need to report. Maybe they shouldn't be fussing with me. Maybe they shouldn't be blocking me from reporting. Maybe they should be
Right.
doing the damn job. But anyway, so I took care of it, but I had to only delete it and couldn't block it. I'm like, ain't that a blip? Ain't that a blip?
Always doing extra with Facebook. It's only with Facebook.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It's the only one.
Remember when we was getting it from YouTube at one time?
Yeah.
At the beginning? Now it's just like Facebook.
Damn.
Facebook.
And
And
again.
another. And
Lord,
another.
Yep. All right. All righty then. We'll take care of you. We'll get you out of it. Michelle, Michelle, what I was getting is, do you have like 3 kids? Because I'm getting, but I mean, this is the youngest daughter who came in Shawna's thing because that was the youth energy, but not all your kids are young. And so I was getting, but for some reason I was getting 3. And so is there a boy and another girl? But this reading was definitely about the relationship for me and what I was getting. And also, Shawna, before I go off on that too, what is the other deck? You're using the light
The
seer?
clarity deck.
The clarity deck. Okay. Yeah. Because I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't get that through the other one. It was like, what is that one? What is that? And I'm thinking I've seen it before, but I couldn't recall. So it is the clarity deck. Anyway,
2 boys, 2 girls.
2 boys and 2 girls. Okay, I was picking up the 2 girls and I was picking up 1 boy. Is the 1 boy like between the 2 girls? Is that's the situation there? So it's like 2 girls with 1 boy in between, and then 1 boy older. Because I was getting that trio of kids. And is there a separation of age because of a different father, or is it some of them came and then there was a space? I don't know, because I'm getting a separation of ages. I'm getting that they're not all. Again, a number of them are older. So what is that? That's kind of what I was getting too. But the youngest one is the one who came to me. The youngest one is the one who was just shining through Shawna's reading. And as soon as that card came out, I'm like, oh my God, that's a younger daughter. That's the one who is, and she loves the spotlight. She loves attention. She does not shy away from that. And you need to let her shine. You need to let her shine completely and let her just live in the moment. Okay. Because she is somebody who, that is what drives her. She enjoys that. You need to be there, and the best part, Mom, is don't get so involved either. Don't be a helicopter mom. Don't be involved to the point where you smother her. Give her the little space. Let her know that you are there always, that you are supportive always. Be careful with certain terms that you use. So because she is, I'm getting the feeling she's at that point where if you say something, if not, even when it's not intended to be a negative, she'll take it that way. Because it's just that time. Then again, that's the energy I'm getting. So right now, she's the one who needs more attention than the others at this point. And that's why, again, she came through for me when Shawna was reading. And then when that card popped up, I'm like, damn, that's a young daughter. And that's she's good and a good energy there too. But know that know that she's going to take a lot less work. She's going to take a lot less work than some of the other ones. I promise you. Part of it because you have learned and grown along the way. And you have, as a mom, you realize what really is more, what issues are needing more immediate response than others. And that comes with just being a mom of so many. But the second part of that is also knowing that this one is going to be far more independent. But don't be the discouraging mom who doesn't want her to be independent. And you're not gonna like some of the sass, some of the attitude that comes with that, because she's gonna know, she knows she grown, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Don't slap it down, but and I don't mean physically, of course, but I mean don't slap it down, but also, don't. You can discourage some of the way in which it's delivered, but encourage the fact that she wants to be independent, that she is independent. She's an independent thinker. She's an independent analyst. She has an independent analysis. That's really, that is really what I'm getting from her. So again, and she does watch. She watches everything you do.
Everything.
So remember that as you talk a game, make sure you're living that game. If you are living a little differently than you talk, don't be surprised if she picks up on the game. I tell Angie that all the time. Angie, For those of you who have not seen Angie, and there's very few because most of you all see Angie with me on Wednesday nights. Angie's son is amazing, and I've said this to her, so I'm not telling something out of school. Angie's son is independent. He has worked 30 hours a week while as a junior and senior in high school. He also got instant acceptance into some major universities because of his grades and because of the things that he's done. This kid is he has applied for scholarships. He's applied for all these things, and he has been pushing that ball forward. And she has wanted to be involved, and she was involved to a degree. But then he took over, and he's like, Mom, I got this. And she sometimes like, wow, where'd that come from? And I remind her, it came from you. He watched a single mom work 2 and 3 jobs at a time to ensure that he had food, shelter, education, the things that are important to a child and important to a parent. He watched mom. He learned from mom. He didn't have to listen to mom. Not that he didn't. That's not the point I'm making here, so don't go off on that one. What I'm saying is that she walked the walk and talked the talk. So when she was talking about, hey, I'm going to make my child independent, I'm going to make my child see and understand that he is somebody, that he can be somebody, he got the lesson. But he got the lesson from watching mom. He got the lesson from seeing what mom lived and did to ensure that he was given the opportunities that he was given. And then when he got those opportunities, he took advantage of them. And that's what your child is. That's where she is. She is watching. She is learning. So make sure that you teach her through your actions that how to be a strong, independent woman, how to be a caring and compassionate person, how to have a voice of your own without tearing down anybody else, and how to make sure that you lift everybody else as you lift up yourself, leaving no one behind. And you do that already. That's the energy I get from you. I get a very compassionate energy from you. I get an energy where if anybody needs something, you are there. If anybody even calls and hints that they need you to come take care of something, you're there. You're that kind of person. And I love that because your daughter will see that, and your daughter will learn that, and your daughter will know that, not because you told her it, but because she's mimicking and watching, and she's going to learn it via your actions. So continue that direction, continue doing this, but know that even in your weakest moments, when you're having an ugly moment, go off into your room, have the ugly moment, have your ugly health day if you need to, but don't do it in there. But let her know that, hey, today I'm having a bad day and I need this for my health. So let her know that it is not unhealthy to have an ugly day.
Right.
But she doesn't need to see the ugly day. She just needs to know that, hey, I need this for myself, and I'm going to be this way, and I'm going to do it in private. So where she'll understand that that's okay to have that day, but it's most important for her to see how you handle it, and she will mimic it. She will mimic it. I promise you.
Right.
And again, this one's bright. This one's super bright. Be careful.
Super.
This one's going to be on the British. What is England Got Talent or British Got Talent? Whatever our America Got Talent equivalent is over there. She's going to do that because she shines. She shines bright. Shines bright.
You know, when those 2 guys came up, it had to be the baby fathers. Because they're different. And I feel like was the riffraff. But things are going to change. And Spirit's going to make that happen. It's almost like a breakthrough to where it's going to be much easier.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's when that's what I call it, a situationship, because technically you're still dealing with them,
Yeah. Yeah, and then one other thing though is important is make sure that you don't tear down any of the men, any of the exes or any of those kind of things. Don't tear them down because she doesn't need to see that, and you don't need that either. You're strong enough to know that, hey, you can talk frankly, you can talk honestly. You don't need to bring them down, and most importantly, again, you don't tear people down, build them up, and that's what you do. So continue that, but make sure that when you're talking about, again, fathers and husbands and ex-husbands and those things, that you don't trash them, not in front of the kids, that kid especially, because that kid will see that, and she doesn't need to learn that. So absolutely,
because she sees everything. She is
does.
It's like, it's cool, but then it's like you in too much of grown people business.
Yeah.
And when you in too much of grown people business, that was a no in our household. You know what I mean? You don't ever get in grown people business.
Absolutely.
Unless you are in it.
Don't forget, folks, if you are not on YouTube, even if you choose not to use YouTube, which I can completely understand, but again, to me, it's an amazing university of
Yes,
knowledge.
YouTube University.
Absolutely. I would ask you to go over to YouTube and set up a Facebook page. Yeah, right. So go over to YouTube and set up a YouTube channel, just a YouTube page, and then subscribe to both myself, Shawna, as well as Angie and Bonnie and Julie. We absolutely love for you guys to do that. This is the easiest way to do it. If you click on this, it'll take you to YouTube. And if you don't have a channel login yet, they will set one up. But subscribe, because if you don't have an account, you can't subscribe. But the good part is it's free. It costs you nothing. And once you do, you will get a notice. If you set up under the subscription, under the channel, when you subscribe, again, subscriptions are free. They don't cost anything. The YouTube doesn't cost. There's no charge of anything, period. But when you do, you'll get notices every time we go live, or every time whichever one of you subscribe to will go live. And I suggest you subscribe to all of us, because by subscribing to all 5 of us, that's Shawna, and then this one is me, and I'll do the others along. You will get free readings every day of the week except for Saturdays, and I'm sure eventually somebody will fill Saturdays as well. So if you don't get a reading today, but yet you've subscribed to all of us, tomorrow you'll get a ding from Julie, because Julie will be live with Scott usually, but Victor tomorrow. On Sunday, you'll get a ding. And again, when you get your ding, ignore it. If you don't want to get it, ignore it. But if you're interested in that day to get a reading, you click on that button and you go live, and then you can have a chance to get a reading. And the same thing with Shawna not readings on Monday, but Shawna has great information on tea times on Monday. And then Julie's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Bonnie is Wednesday, Susan is Tuesday, Scott is Friday. Again, folks, you get all kinds of free readings just by going online and getting into this thing. But for me, I tell you, when I need to do anything around the house, I've said it over and over again, and I am not beating it to death, because again, I have to say it over and over because I really do believe it. I go there. This is my university. I go to YouTube and I say, how do I do whatever? Or I do fixing my remotes, fixing the filters in my refrigerator, fixing something else in the house. All those things, I type it in and it pops it up, and I get to watch a video to help me do it. Sometimes it's actually working my way through Facebook or working my way through other online stuff, but yet it's still there. They put it out there, which is great. And I do a lot of postings, as you guys know. And so sometimes I'll say, how can I do this to improve the post? And I'll find something to do it. My AI, my book, when I'm ready, as I wrote my book, I found ways to help me self-publish. I found ways to help me market, help to get that information out there. So again, it's there for you. It's at your disposal. So YouTube is not merely a social media where you keeping track of your friends. It is not about that. It is there. It's different than Facebook. Facebook is keeping track of your friends, knowing what's going on. YouTube is learning information and gaining knowledge. So it's a whole different sub-genre of this type of thing of social media. Okay, so there you go. I'm Lord knows now YouTube. You did pay me because I just gave you a great commercial.
I know that's right.
But I do.
YouTube so much. Even if you have a Gmail account or a Google account, you already signed up for YouTube.
There you go.
You're already there.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just log in.
Yep. And then just click that thing. And again, you don't have to log in. If you point your camera to that right now on that QR code, you will go right there. Or if you click that link, it'll take you right there already.
Absolutely.
So the work is done for you. Okay. Let's do one more, Miss Shawna. Who are you drawn to for the last reading of the day? We've been on for 2.5 hours. Lord have mercy.
We sure have, child.
Doesn't seem like it, but we have.
Monday. I know on Thursday I was on here for almost 4 hours, huh? Right at 4 hours. Someone just came in, which is new. I just saw their name, and that name is Coral Green.
I was just looking at that one too. There you go.
I'd say we kind of on point today when it comes to the name grabbing.
Apparently, Orem was under the same impression.
Who? Oh, yeah, sure was.
Uh-huh. Well, Orem, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Coral, is yours.
Coral
Absolutely.
Green, this is your first time, I believe you said this was your first time. So welcome. Yep, you are new and would like a reading, pretty please.
Is that a specific or a general coral green? Let us know. And do not say specific. If you have a specific question, just ask the question. Otherwise,
Yeah.
just say general. We're good.
Oh, you are so welcome, Michelle.
Absolutely. It was great reading for you.
Yes.
Lord.
And let us know when your daughter gets on to Britain Got Talent.
Absolutely. I can see you walking up there, but she'll give Simon a little run for his money too.
Yes.
She's got a little sass in her. At least the image I'm getting that feeling is she's got some sass to her. She'll
Yes.
she'll give as much as she gets. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday morning.
Coral Green, what's your question, love? If it's love, hold it for Bonnie.
Exactly. Yeah, same as Michelle. Pretty, huh?
Huh?
So what? So what?
What?
Same as Michelle, but the Michelle
as
was general though, right?
I reckon so. Yeah, I think so.
Well, Michelle, don't forget to go to Facebook. To YouTube and set up your YouTube account and watch. Get both of us subscribed under YouTube. Okay. Same thing with you, Coral. But Coral, what is your question? Or if it's general, just say general, please.
She's my friend. Oh, she's your
Oh.
friend. We're
Oh,
friends.
okay. I didn't
So
notice. Well, interesting.
awesome.
Wow. Then we're drawn for a reason there. That was a
Yep.
specific reason. Hell yeah.
That was the reason.
Yep. So Coral, what is your question? You're not questioning your friendship, right?
A general, which I figured it was
All right.
a general.
There we go. Good. Let's give Coral a little bit of read. Monday.
What you got for Coral?
I think Coral is going through an internal struggle right now. I think Coral, you have some stuff happening, and you're kind of wondering if it's an internal struggle, and it's interesting because I think it's an internal struggle about their home life and about something happened at the house, and you were in peace for a long time, and then you hit something that has kind of put things in the air, and I would be careful about questioning. Allegiances and love and loyalties, because I think this quandary is yours. I don't think again, because of that Five of Wands, that's an internal struggle. And so I think that whatever you're going through is something that you are going through, that you have to process, that you have to work through. And it can't be laid at the feet of others because they can't resolve it for you. They can't solve it for you. And they probably are not also the impetus to make that question or whatever it is happening. It's interesting. It's kind of one of those things that life goes on for a while and you get complacent, and then all of a sudden you feel unhappy because everything is the same, but the same is kind of good. And so I feel like that's how you kind of got tripped up, is that you're like, again, that energy of okay, what else for me, or what more for me, or why isn't something happening, or whatever. The reality is, ultimately, you have the power to make things different. You have the power to change things. But the question is as you change things, why are you changing, and what are you changing? Why change? Are you changing only because you feel a little complacent, or you feel stagnant? And then if you're going to change something, why that? And does that bring about a change that does not affect the status quo? And again, is that status quo that frustrating, or is it that you just need a little spice? And if that's the case, well, then you bring the spice in by, again, inviting in opportunities. Is it an opportunity for maybe a change in a position that you're working for? Is it an opportunity to change a hair color or a style? Is it an opportunity to reach out and embrace a new network and to embrace new friendships as well as keeping the old? Is it an opportunity to change your environment? Maybe is it time for you to consider a move? Those kind of things. This is what I'm thinking. Again, I'm getting that this is the most important thing. Is that energy of complacency, and then feeling a need for a change, but not aching for change, but not knowing why or what. So as you do make the change to help you facilitate that need for something new and fresh, make sure that you're not blowing up the present, because what the status quo isn't so bad. You just need a little spice. So find a little spice. Add a little bit of garlic. Add a little bit of paprika. Add a little bit of cumin.
Right.
Do some
Cumin.
do some madras masala. Whatever it
Oh,
is. Add a little bit of spice.
that's
You know,
spicy.
but don't blow up what's happening and working for you. Instead, enhance it. Let's enhance,
Right.
not blow up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting for you.
Yeah, well, I want to keep going with it. I got the lover's card here. This lover's card is not like the normal lover's card. This lover's card is using your resources, okay, to help you accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish. Okay, for you to step out and to figure out the why of the change. Why of like what you were saying. I feel like, don't be afraid to ask for help when you don't know what to do. Don't put this all on you. It's no need to. For whatever you are having this internal conflict with, it feels like you putting all this pressure on yourself, and yourself got to do it. Listen, you got to take care of yourself, Queen of Cups, because and trust your intuition and knowing that you are being led in the right way. But when you sit and put all this pressure on you, everything else becomes cloudy. Everything else becomes like, well, what am I? What, you're second guessing. You're doubting every move that you make. And this is allowing someone to help you. It can be you going to a person that has been through it, or someone that has experience in this, whatever the change that needs to be made, or whatever the conflict that you are having, that has been through it. Now it's like, all right, cool. I can go to you and I can ask for your advice. I can ask how you got out of your situation or whatever it may be. But this person is here to help you. Okay. Three of Pentacles. It's going to take teamwork. All right. This is the collaboration. This is, staying positive at the same time. All right. This is the energy of, all right, I'm accepting the help. I'm embracing the help. This person knows exactly what they're doing. I can take all of this off of me. I can take this out of me because this is just heavy energy. You need to let go of the control factor, hangman here. All right. And when I say let go of the ego is the big thing here. Because the ego is going to tell you one thing, and then it's going to have you going in the wrong direction, when you should accept the help and embrace the help as well. You are in control here. Okay. Ooh, I love that deck.
Oh, that's not the deck you're using?
No, the clarity deck. But I like that deck though. That's a nice deck.
Sorry, didn't mean to distract you.
No, you're okay. That wasn't. It was like squirrel. Huh? Threw me all the way
Sorry,
off. I'm like,
sorry.
ooh, I like that one. I might have to click on that one for my damn self. I like that one. This is you have the Emperor card here. So I don't know if you're going through something legal wise here, but this is letting you know that there is success down the line, because you are in control of this. You are accepting help. And then what the great thing about it is, you got the Ten of Swords. So whatever that you are feeling that is damn heavy and stabbing you and keep coming at you is about to come to an end. So just have patience. This Queen of Cups also represents patience. Okay? Things are not going to just happen when you do this. No. There's other things that need to be put in place so that it can work in your favor here. Okay. So I do see some, whatever, some legal matters here. But this is about changing your mind, changing your attitude, changing, and figuring out that change. And here's the thing. Spirit is giving you the opportunity to make this happen. Because if Spirit, there was no tower card like your girl over here, like your friend had the tower card, okay? So, yeah. Here's the Hierophant. I do see things working in favor, doing what's best for you, fighting for it, but at the same time, it's like dealing with the mind, your ego. Boy, I'm telling you, this mind thing will take over and mess everything up if you allow it. But this is what you need to release. You need to release control and ego. Okay, just allow things to fall in place like it's supposed to. What's that game on Wheel of Fortune where you put the thing down and it just goes and it jumps? It's like the
Oh,
little,
Pochinko or something like that.
yeah, and it just
Because
goes and it goes right into place. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let it fall where it's gonna fall. Because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna fall on your behalf. But you gotta let it fall for you. You gotta trust. That's the thing. You gotta trust the process, love. Okay. But know that things are about to come to a close, and it's gonna allow more freedom. It's gonna allow, I love when the 10 pops up. I don't, the 10 is closure, the 10 is completion. And that's what it's representing. But it's also a peace of mind with this 10 of swords that's coming through. A peace of mind is coming through for you, love. But hey, have patience. Have patience and ride the wave calmly instead of, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna drown. No, the heck you ain't. You're in the boat. How you gonna drown? So just trust and have patience with this process. Others may not like how it's gonna roll, but don't worry about others. You stay focused on you. You stay concerned about what you got to be focusing on, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Truth and integrity will always show all the way up.
And
Okay.
what cards might they be, Miss Shawna?
Ooh.
One of my favorite decks. I love that deck.
Yes,
I
I
love that
love
deck.
this deck,
Yes.
which
I
is
tell you
so
what,
hard to find nowadays.
it is. It is indeed. It is indeed. Usually it's used because you can't get it new anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh, Coral's fighting to get her daughter back. Oh, wow. Well, hey, for what I see, it's going to be, a road to go down. But staying truthful and bringing in the integrity about this, you don't have anything to worry about. You don't. Because things can work out in your favor. They will. Just allow them to work in your favor. Okay?
but Coral, make sure you clean house. Make sure that you are
Absolutely.
very much make sure that you are laying the foundation, which proves that you should have that opportunity. Again, don't leave it in somebody else's hands. Make sure that you've cleaned house. Make sure that what I would suggest, if this is not psychic, this is just me as a person. I would, if you're looking for if you're fighting that kind of situation, I'd be on social media getting rid of anything and everything that could be in any way derogatory, because if it can be used against you, it will be used against you. So clean up your social media, get rid of that stuff, get it out of there. I would be looking at anything else around me that needs to be that could be problematic. The reality is that if your intention is that, then you need to make sure that you start with your house. Get your house in order first, because no matter what you do externally, no matter what anybody else does externally, the one thing that you can control is you and the way in which you are putting out to the world who and what you are and what you do. So that's one thing I would strongly suggest before you do anything. And it's amazing how we put stuff on Facebook and social media pages and things that that we think are cute or whatever, and when somebody else reads them, like, really, it's kind of dark. It's like, really, is that how you want to be represented? I don't think so. So keep
Right.
that in mind. Make sure that you have cleaned your house And when you
The
clean your
whole
house,
house.
the whole house, everything. Yep. And I also
Yeah.
would say, as we're talking about cleaning houses, make sure that you put some salt on the front of your doorstep, because that is cleaning out bad energy. Make sure that you don't let bad energy in your house. I would get some sage and I would sage your house. I would smudge the entire house, getting all the negative energy out. If you
I will
don't
also go
Mhm.
further than that. Wash the door. Your
Yes.
front door.
Yep.
Okay. Washing that front door also helps with the cleaning of the house.
It does, absolutely. And then also when you after you sage it, once you're done, if you don't have Palo Santo, find some cinnamon sticks in your pantry and burn some cinnamon. Again, that's also
But
brings in
somebody got a
abundance.
kit. Somebody has a whole kit.
Somebody, who is that person? I don't know. But if I knew that person, I might even post it on my page.
Somebody has
Oh,
a
there it
whole.
is. Yes, this is a
Yeah.
smudging kit. Yes, yes. But I think these ladies are over the pond, so this may cost you some money to get it shipped to you. I
Oh,
don't know,
well,
but
this is what you could get if you want it over to the pond.
exactly. But yeah, do get your house in order first. No matter what, get your house in order first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing you can control. You can control that. And then after that, make sure that you are fine and that you are ready to take on. And then get some armor. Put on some psychic armor. Put on
Yes.
some energy armor. Put on the God light, the gold God Christ light, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Put that gold energy on you. Make sure that you are surrounded and protected, and make sure that you carry that into war, because it is a battle. This is a battle. And
This is.
again, when you go into battle, militaries prepare for battle, and that's what I'm asking you to do. Make sure that you are prepared. Make sure that your flank is covered, your back flank is covered,
Yes.
your right flank is covered, your left flank is covered, and then you wear the armor and move forward and
Art
take
of
on
war.
the energy. Absolutely. And make sure that you do not wilt in the head with heat coming at you, because that's the other thing is that some people will throw a lot of heat at you thinking you're going to wilt. Guess what? I ain't wilting. Not today.
Mm.
This is my child. I'm coming at you
Boom.
120%.
Oh yeah.
So
Full
keep
steam
that in mind.
ahead, but being
Mhm.
smart of your moves.
Absolutely.
Being
Yep.
smart.
Yep.
This is playing chess.
Yes.
You're not playing checkers here.
That's right.
Okay. Now the other party may be playing checkers just because things are quick, but this is playing chess. Chess always wins. Chess is a better game anyway.
Yeah. Strategy and long term. This
Yeah.
is because again, the move that you make today will have a long term effect. So and with chess, it's that way. You can move one pawn and think, "Oh, I'm moving a pawn." No, that pawn can expose your queen, your king, and then the whole game changes.
Right. And I was going to say another thing is you're using others to help become, get checkmate here.
Yep.
Okay. So, and it's all of that protection, because when you don't expose your main folks here, they can take over the whole board.
Mm-hmm.
But you're using others to help you in a big major way. Hence, that's what I was talking about. Don't be afraid to ask for help or even embrace it. Okay. A lot of
Absolutely.
times we don't want to let people know of our personal business, but if it's someone outside looking in or someone that has been through it, it takes a lot off of you of like, all right, bam, I need to get smart about this and make the right moves. Bam, what did you do? How did you do it? And then tweak it and make it, understandable for you. Okay.
Yep. And Shawna, we were talking earlier about the church lady. I found it, so
Yes. You found the church lady?
I got to play
Okay.
church lady.
Yes, honey.
Well, I hit the button. Come on, church lady. Come on. Come on.
Well, isn't that special?
And then another old one that I had forgotten about. I love this one too.
Mm-hmm. Swan? Don't get mad, Swan. Yes.
I love them. And we don't get dinged for those because they're short enough, thank God.
Yes.
But anyway, the most important lesson, Michelle, is be prepared. Make sure that your house is in order, and then be ready to go into battle while protecting Coral, sorry. Make sure you're protecting yourself, and make sure that you are protected.
Yes.
With that said, Shawna, we have ran a long show.
We
done
did
2 hours
for a
and
Thursday.
44
This
minutes.
is you making up for that last Thursday, child.
Absolutely. I came with the credentials with me. You did.
Yes.
Came with the energy. I brought it.
You brought it.
as
Honey.
as it is said, it is done.
Yes. It has been brought.
Yes, and it was good being back with you again. It has been a while since we were on live
Yes.
together. I love the energy
Yes.
as always.
I don't like it when you send me tips. I won't be able to make it. Damn it.
And usually it happens at the very last minute or like within an
Yes.
hour. I'm like, I can't go live today
Like,
because
no,
everybody
no,
and their brother has shit to do, and I'm like, damn it.
no. Then I'm gonna poke along. I'm gonna take my time and be like, well, dang, well, get on.
But hey, when you even by yourself, you shine. So you don't need me. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All I can say is I'm glad you let me be part of this.
No, I do. And last Thursday I did because I needed you to cut that reading off when I had to call in Ricky Lake. I was like, oh Lord, what is happening?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh
Linda
my
was
goodness.
there. She knew.
Mm. That was definitely not an Oprah moment then.
Oh no.
No, that
No,
was a
it was
Jerry
not
Springer.
Murray. You didn't have to worry about who the daddy was. This was Ricky Lake. Not even Jerry Springer.
Oh,
Because
jeez.
they didn't even know about each other. This was Ricky Lake. Or what's the other one? Wendy
Williams?
No. What's the one with the red glasses?
Oh, yes. Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sally Jesse Raphael. Hot
Yes.
dang.
Yes.
I
You know,
was
it's crazy.
taking it back.
Before Sally went on TV, I used to, when I was a kid, way back when the wheel was being created, I used to go to the bed. I mean, I was like a geek. I really was a geek in that sense. I loved knowledge. I've always loved knowledge and I always wanted to learn more. And so I would go to bed at night and turn my clock radio on. Yes, we had clock radios back then. And I would have my clock radio on set for a turn off on an hour kind of deal so I could fall asleep. But and they on talk radio back then was before it became filled with all this political hate stuff. It was Sally Jesse Raphael would come on and she would talk and people call in and ask her questions and say, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? It wasn't this pontificating from Dr. Laura bullshit, who isn't even a doctor, but yet she calls herself one. But that's another point. Sorry, got distracted there.
Right.
My point is Sally was just whatever. And it was interesting because back then I knew I was gay and I was still closeted. And Sally people call in and Sally was like, you are who you are. And I'm like, finally a voice of somebody whom, gave me that comfort of you are okay. You're human. What the hell? Who cares? Live your life, live your trueness. And then after that one was Bruce Williams. And Bruce Williams was a business guy. And Bruce Williams would talk about starting your businesses, how to grow your business, how to make a business happen, what business you should be in, what you shouldn't be in, what's happening now. He was a businessman who grew many businesses himself, and he would share this information with anybody call in. They'd say, Bruce, we're doing this, or Bruce, I'm doing this. And Bruce is like, well, and Bruce had investments in a lot of different little businesses. It was long before the sharks or whatever. I mean, the sharks were nothing back then compare. And so he would give people all this free advice. So I went to bed depending on which hour I went to bed, I would go to bed with either Sally Jesse Raphael or Bruce Williams. And those things helped me in good stead because, again, listening to those people gave me insight and confidence that I was not alone, that I was not unique in my problems, that there were so many who faced the same thing, even though in my world, I was the only one. But you know what? Right. And they said, no, you're not. You're not the only one. There's everybody. Lots of folks have this. It's just that they don't talk about it because back then you didn't talk about things. You didn't put the dirty laundry outside. You put the crazy aunt in the attic, unless you lived in the South. Then you put them on the porch. But
yes, you put them on the porch, child.
Otherwise, they were in the Northeast. They were in the attic, if you know what I mean. And it was crazy. So I loved it. And sure enough, it's interesting as time went on. I started all these businesses. I created all these different opportunities for myself and so forth. So Bruce lives in my head. Bruce lived in my head. And Shawna and I were just talking about business and things before we came on live.
Was.
And Bruce, I could hear Bruce talking to me. I mean, it was like Bruce was like, I'm living Bruce. I'm living his experiences. So he may be gone and probably is at this point, long gone. But I tell you what, I lived Bruce's experiences and I lived the many lessons that he gave me, but most important saying that, you know what, I can open that door. I am not foreclosed from opening that door. I will do it. If I figure out I can do something, if I figure out I want to do something, I can do it. And Sally Jesse Raphael gave me the confidence saying, you're not alone. You're not doing something nobody else has done. Somebody else is out there. And so we are going to rise up together and we are going to move forward. And so when you hear me give those same messages here, know that it's not just me. I'm living on the shoulders. I'm walking on the shoulders of those folks and what they did for me as a kid. And that's one of the reasons why I do this here. I come here because they did it for free. I'm doing it for free.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
A little
I'm
insight.
glad we got this platform to do it. So.
And I'm glad and blessed that I do it with such amazing folks like
Me
you
too,
and
me
Angie.
too.
You guys bring it every time. I love it.
Oh man, sometimes when I ain't feeling, I'm like, well, we're not going live today.
I hear you. So yes, and
It's all good.
it is indeed. What you doing this weekend before we head out?
It's Super Bowl weekend, so apparently we are going to one of Kenny's co-workers' house, and they're having a huge party.
Nice.
And I guess I'm working. I'm bartending.
Maybe you should take your cards and do a little readings instead.
I know. I'm gonna take them anyway. I take about like 2 decks because the last time we was going over there for a bourbon testing, but we end up coming out there for Thanksgiving. She said, bring your cards just in case. I'm like, oh, okay. But this time I'm bringing my cards. She ain't even got to ask me to, but I'm bringing my cards.
Exactly.
Because I got a travel pack, honey, and I'm going to bring my cards anyway.
Yes.
So Super Bowl party. I think we're going to go look at some properties somewhere this weekend. I would like to try. I have not done it yet, but it's like this pastry place. And they do like Korean style street food. And I really want to go for the boba tea and for the mozzarella cheese dogs. Because usually those are that's the Korean street food stuff. And then there's another little dainty place, and it's all pink. They serve champagne and little cute cocktails, but it's all pink, and I really want to go there. So
that would be your place.
That would be my place. And they just opened up. I've been following them, and they just opened up in Fort Myers. But they have they're known for crepes. So it's like one of those type of places.
Parlez-vous français? Oh my goodness.
Yes, hunty. But
some Nutella with some peanut with some banana slices on there.
Yes, they have one with all the fruits, all of it. I said I'll take that without the pineapples, but all the fruits, the kiwi, I'm just allergic to pineapples, so it takes all the fun out of it. And then they have all these souped up coffee drinks too. So I'm like, oh, so we may go there. But it's supposed to be good weather. And I know we was trying to go to the beach last week just to drive around. Traffic was all the way backed up before even getting to the bridge for Fort Myers. Remember the restaurant that y'all went to on the beach in that hotel? Some starts with a Coasty or something. At Fort Myers Beach? I don't know. I don't know if y'all end up going. Anyway. I don't know. But if y'all did go, it was that way. It was backed all the way up. So we was like, oh, let's bust that UE and go back, because that's really the only way to get into the beach in Fort Myers Beach. Or you got to drive all the way down 41 and then turn on Bonita Beach Road, and that's like the other way. Nobody got time for that. I see the water. I see the water anytime I want to see the water.
Exactly. You don't need a special event for that. That's for sure.
No. What you doing this weekend?
I'm being taken out on Saturday for Valentine's Day since Ed will not be here during the week, as you know. So he has made our reservations for, and I don't know where we're going, but we're going.
Oh, but you're going somewhere,
going somewhere special. And then Friday night, I think something else, some other person has the schedule for Friday night. I don't know what that is, and so apparently I'm going to be a bit busy, but I am that's going to be the thing. I think Sunday is kind of a dead day probably, and also usually the mother-in-law comes over on one of the evenings, and I make dinner and we all get together because it gives us chance to spend time together. So that will probably be Sunday, since Friday and Saturday are out this week. So that's probably
They're
what's happening with
already
us.
occupied. Yes. I
Yeah.
got you, Linda. Come and get your Long Island iced tea, but you got to come down here and get it. Come
She
on.
hasn't been, Linda, you haven't been in Florida in a while, have you? Because
You
she
know
used to go
she
to
has, but
Florida
she
a
can
lot.
come right on to the house, honey. I'll pick you up from the airport.
Absolutely.
It's a 20-minute ride.
Yes, yes. And so that's about it from our end
Yeah.
here, from what we're doing. And I do have a list of things I need to get accomplished. Of course, working on the book some more, trying to
Yes.
tweak that some more,
Yes.
and then um, and then looking at the publishing date. I kind of didn't I did, but I didn't pay attention to the fact that I'll be in Spain the first 2 weeks of
Oh.
March, and
Hmm.
if I release the book at the end of February, for the first 2 weeks after it's
You're not
released, I'm
gonna.
going to be elsewhere. Not probably a good mix, because if I
No, it
want to
won't
try to
be.
get it out there. So
No, it won't be.
exactly. So I'm thinking I'm going to push it back into March, maybe March 31st, which is also in the publishing world, that's a good date because apparently April is kind of a dead zone for books.
Hmm.
Be a good time to get a book out there then if it's a dead zone. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know. We're working on it, but I'm putting the work in.
Yeah. Well, my listing got longer since this talk this
Mhm.
morning. So I got stuff to do to prepare for next week, doggone it. So
Absolutely, absolutely,
yeah,
and
finishing things up for this week and using my planner, y'all. The planner is a whole thing. It's a whole vibe of holding yourself accountable, and that's why it's like so important, so important. But working
absolutely.
with that, and then working on some orders I got coming in too. So, yay!
One thing I would suggest to anybody out there, I am blessed with this in my life, and Shawna is blessed with this in her life, I know as well, is that if you are, find that one person whom you can trust to hold you accountable. And why I say
Hmm.
hold it, to trust them is that
Yes.
you've got to be able to leave your ego at the door for that conversation, because sometimes you will be challenged with your choices, you'll be challenged with your thinking, but that's the
Hmm.
person you need. And so that you don't get judgment from them, you get
Hmm.
information, you get
A lot.
questions that test your thinking and making sure your thinking is right, but you are comfortable enough with them so where you know that you're not being judged, that's not the reason why they're giving this information. And I
That's
am
right.
blessed that there are people, especially right here, that does that for me. And so if in when you're searching in your own experience, and you're going through stuff and you don't have you and you're thinking, what can I do? One of the best ways is to find that person, and they don't just fall off the tree. They're not just, okay, oh, I'm going around the corner and boom, there they are. But when they happen, and when they do, you don't even have to be in constant communication with them. But you know that when you pick up that phone, when you text that message, that they are going to be there, and that you're going to get it unfiltered, but you're not going to be offended by the unfiltered, because that's the credibility you give to them, that it's coming from a good place, and it's coming
Hmm.
from a place of, let's work, that I'm trying to help you and whatever. And know that even when they give you positive feedback, that positive feedback is true positive, because they know they can give you the negative. They know
Right.
they can give you the ugly if it has to be ugly. And so that's a wonderful thing. So the
Yeah.
one thing I can suggest to any of you, if you're in your life, if you can find that person, make sure that you use them to have these conversations. Like, for people who come
Yes.
in for readings, that's the conversation that you would have with them as well. And you would say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think? And then trust
Hmm.
and know. But that trust comes with them earning it, by the way. Don't just give
Oh
them
yeah.
instantaneous trust.
No, no,
But I
no.
know that anytime I reach out to Shawna and I'm like, Shawna, I have an idea, and if we don't, and sometimes it's like, oh, it's a great idea, I love that. Or it's like, well, have you thought about this, and let's flush this out. And so I love the fact that anytime she's giving pushback, or anytime she's giving redirection, it's not because she's tearing me down. It's not because she's wanting me to, whatever. It's because she's like, have you thought about it? And what
Hmm.
about this? And I love that. And I love
Yeah.
having that confidence that I can have the conversation. And so I would suggest that. And I think that Shawna would agree with that, and not putting words in her
Absolutely.
mouth, but I think she would agree with that.
Every bit of it,
You need
because
that. You
I'm the
need
same
that.
way. I'm the same way when it comes to whatever idea comes up. I'm like, well, what do you think about this? And then you go past that, well, okay, well, did you do A, B, and C before you do D yet? And I'm like, oh, well, shit, I ain't even finished C yet, so it didn't matter if if I
Yeah.
get, it's like that, and regardless if it's positive or negative, it's the truth.
Yes.
It's the truth, and regardless of how it comes out, it's like, all right, bam, you don't have to be looking boo-boo the fool out here in the streets, because your friends should never put you or have you looking, your true friends won't ever have you looking like you boo-boo the fool.
That's right.
And
That's right.
and
Yep.
and that's what we were saying earlier. You want to surround yourself with people that will uplift you in all. I believe we said that with Matthew, with his reading, because I was like, I mentioned it earlier. But surrounding yourself with people that's always going to be supportive, regardless. They're not just yes people.
Yep.
Okay. And I don't need just yes people. If I got yes people, shoot, I don't need nobody, because I already know what the answer's going to be. Right?
Exactly.
Bam, it works. Dang.
Yep. As it was said from that video I played, I think I played it on our show, but maybe not. I may have played it under with Angie, but it's that video from God, and her name is
Jennifer Lewis.
Jennifer Lewis, yes. And it's again, it's like, I surround myself with generals.
Yes.
Surround yourself with generals. You don't need the soldiers. There are enough of them. Surround yourself with the generals. And those generals, man, I'm telling you, they will hold strong for you, and they'll go into battle with you. And
they will, and not afraid to go into battle.
Yep.
It's like the saying I always say, I don't need a bunch of pennies to make 25 cents. Shit, I can just have that quarter.
That's right. Right.
Or I can have 2 dimes and a nickel. But regardless, I don't got to keep replacing my pennies.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's not how you got there. It's the totality of getting there. It's getting there. So yeah. So there you go. Well, with that said, that was the last piece of whatever, and I don't even know where that came from. It's something that
it was needed. It needed to be shared. It needed to be shared, because we do a lot of uplifting each other. Yep. And hence why we got everybody doing their shows now. Hence, everybody stepping out of their box. We have a lot of people that inspire us as we inspire them. So this is the 6 of Pentacles moment, give and receiving.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. With that said, then we are truly out of here.
True.
And I have uploaded the little bumper music and the thing. So today we're actually going out in style. Yes, in style. So with that said, again, thanks everybody. We will see you. Shawna will be back next Monday. At what time?
10-ish.
10-ish. Okay. Eastern time.
Eastern Standard Time. Yes.
Yes. And I'll be back on Wednesday evening at 6-ish. And then back on Thursday morning, and that's Mountain Standard Time. And then back on Thursday morning at roughly 8-ish Mountain Standard Time. So
yes.
and also join the other folks. Julie is back on
do the church announcements Tuesdays,
Wednesday, and Friday.
And
their times are different, so I can't repeat exactly what
Make
time.
sure you subscribe to them.
But if you subscribe, you'll find them. That's right. And if you have Julie subscribed, then you are definitely going to be tracking with Susan, Bonnie, and Scott, because Julie pops up with each of them.
Yes.
So there you go. And then Angie is back with me on Wednesday night,
evening,
and then Sunday afternoons, 3 p.m. ish Mountain Standard Time. So there you go. I think we got them all in. Wow.
Ooh, you did good with the church announcements today. Yes.
Exactly. And if you haven't done it yet, get over to YouTube, sign up. You'll be happy you did. But make sure once you do, connect, bring it in, subscribe to the channels. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get some music going. Take care, Shawna. We will see everybody later. Bye.